Okay, that's better. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, cool.
Fantastic.
Seriously, what should we have for lunch? I'm getting kind of hungry.
We have there's a dim sum place.
Oh, is there?
We're already rolling, and we're like, what should we do for lunch?
No, because we got to think about it. It's 12 o'clock now. We're probably going to finish at 2. And by that time, I know
there's like a bunch
hungry.
of restaurants nearby. We can just like walk
So
there
many,
if we want.
dude.
That's a decent idea.
Yeah.
Don't dox us though.
Do you want to have lunch with us? No pressure.
No,
It's not like the camera's recording or anything.
no. I'm just thinking because like I don't know what my mom wants to do after this.
Oh, fair.
Yeah.
Fair. No pressure.
Why is there a Y on me?
What is that?
It's a letter Y.
I know. What is that? Is
Yeah,
that your nail?
why?
I
Why
have
is there a
no
Y?
idea where it came from. Whatever.
Why the why?
Why the why?
Why
the
not an
why?
A?
Why not an A?
Why not an A?
That's
A for
what
R.
mine is.
Yeah, exactly.
There you go.
You can
Anyway.
open us up.
Yep,
Satya.
thank you very much. Welcome to the Totally Normal Folks podcast, where
Woo.
Indah G just said that we shouldn't have an intro, but I'm doing one anyway because I don't know how else to start a podcast. I got to be honest. I come from the world of broadcast TV. You have to understand.
Wait,
Yeah, that explains a
So-
lot.
Did you say Indah G is with us right now? This is for the audio listeners.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. She
World famous
is.
Indah G is with us right now.
Yes, sir. She is. And not only is she here, she actually reached out to me on my Instagram saying, "I want to be on your podcast." So she
Yes.
functionally invited herself
Is that true?
to
Is
our
that true?
podcast.
That is true. And listen, the shout out to the base Indo.
Uh-huh,
Right?
yeah,
shout out to my best friend, my Pookie.
shout out to Based.
And
Shout out
listen,
to Buzzer.
y'all are gonna be hanging out.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna be inviting myself to that one too.
I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see the chemistry between the three of us. It's going to be quite interesting.
Oh my god, it's going to be. See, the reason why I wanted to come on here, number one, I knew it. I knew it. We're just gonna be good friends.
Yeah.
We're all
Yeah.
going to be
I
such
feel
good
so
friends.
validated right now.
I know. It's
Yeah.
crazy.
The energy.
For our viewers, the few of you who don't know who Indah G is, can you
Uh-huh.
like introduce yourself, please?
Oh gosh, do I really have to?
Just a little bit, just a little bit.
I mean, if you've ever heard of me, then I'm sorry. But if you haven't if you've never heard of me, I mean, I do this thing like on the internet. Like I talk about politics, I talk about political issues, social issues, governance, and which leads me to my next point. Why I wanted to come on here. I wanted to get on a podcast show where not only I can vibe with the people, the hosts, you know, of the show, but also I don't want to talk about politics.
Zero politics.
No, it's true. Yeah, zero politics.
Though I can't
We
promise.
Are we gonna run a
we're-
politics timer under the screen? Just like whatever we
Timer.
skirt the politics
Yeah,
out.
we're gonna ding it.
Exactly.
We're gonna ding every time.
Every time Indah G talks about,
Yeah.
like, turns the conversation even remotely political. Ding.
Yeah, stop
There you
right
go.
now.
Here's the thing. We are famous for never talking politics on this podcast.
Oh, I'm
as
so
well.
sorry.
That's crazy.
Only
Yeah.
totally normal opinions here.
Only totally normal opinions.
Yeah.
It just so happens every single episode, you know.
That you then diverge into talking about politics.
Exactly.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Wonder
Yes.
why. Wonder why that
We
is.
love our government, Indah. You have to understand.
Oh, I don't.
We're a massive fan.
No, I don't. Fuck the government.
Fantastic. Love it.
Off
Love it.
to a great
Love it
start.
already.
Let
4
the
minutes.
country burn, folks.
4 minutes in.
We're 4 minutes in. There you go.
There you go. Oh man, that's concerning. Do we need to be concerned about legal ramifications in this episode?
You're asking that now once the cameras have been rolling?
That's true.
It's not live.
No, we can always cut it off.
It's not live.
Yeah, no, we can always cut it off. We can always like censor the bits where we're like, fuck the
Censor?
government.
We're never gonna censor
I don't
anything
feel like
ever.
saying
that's
what
partic-
happens.
I'm not saying that that's a particularly unique opinion.
Yeah,
No,
I
that's
feel
true.
a lot of people are kind of be like,
That's
fuck the
true.
government anyway.
That's a good
Yeah.
point.
Yeah.
90% of us.
It's now become a mainstream opinion.
It
so
is.
glad
It
it's become
is.
mainstream opinion
Right.
now.
I feel like it's been mainstream, right?
No.
No,
Depending.
I mean,
This is
yeah.
where the counter goes ding for the first time, by the way.
No, we're here to talk about. What are we talking about?
We're here to talk about dating and relationships because I think, as you know, Indah, I think I told you earlier, and as Daniel knows as well, he was at our wedding.
Oh.
At our wedding?
At our wedding.
Where we got married to each other?
No.
We're not married to each other.
No, really, no. I have a wife, and he has a wife, Zara, my lovely wife. Hi, if you're watching.
We just happened to have had our weddings in the same week.
We did.
Yeah.
We did. In the same week, in the same year.
I love that. Y'all besties so hard.
That's crazy.
Did we plan that? We didn't plan that.
No, we didn't plan it. It just so
I
happened.
love that.
The universe just thought, like, yeah, you know, these people, let them, you know.
We were like our motivation or our rationale for that specific date was we wanted to find a Sunday. On in what was it, July? July.
It's July.
July.
I can check my ring.
Careful, you'll be sleeping on the couch.
I know. Oh my God. Sunday in July.
Yeah.
And that happened to be the only time that particular hotel was available. So that fell in perfectly
Yeah.
because your wedding was the week after,
Yeah.
and that was perfect for us because we wanted to go on our honeymoon to Bali
Mhm. That was a good time.
in the same week. It was fantastic.
That was a great
man.
time, y'all.
No, but the reason why I wanted to talk about dating was because since both of us are married, not to each other,
Not to each other. How many times
Respectively.
we have to keep
Respectively married.
married. I'm and I've been in a relationship with Zara since 2021, and you've been in a relationship with
I've been in a relationship with my wife Winona since 2020.
Damn.
2020, yeah.
So we've been off the market for a long time.
Yeah.
Off the
And
market.
we don't really know what the sitch is down there for y'all in the trenches. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Like I've heard stories. I've heard stories from you. I've heard stories from our other friends
Yeah.
about the nightmare of dating in 2025 and
Oh,
2026.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah.
I mean,
And-
it's such a relatable topic, because everyone's looking for love,
Uh-huh.
Everyone's looking for love, but
Sure.
it's tough out there.
But Diva, in this economy,
Mm.
in this social, political, economic landscape that we are,
I'm dinging you right
Ding.
now, ding.
Ding.
Can you have the mental headspace to date in 2026?
How do you, like obviously a lot of people use the apps. A lot of people use dating apps. But
Hate them.
in your experience,
no, hate them.
You don't
One-
do you use them?
No, I used to use them,
Uh-huh.
but that's also for the intents of purposes. I used to be a whore. So
Uh-huh. No,
No,
yeah, we've
no,
all
no,
had
no.
we've all
Yeah,
had
we
a
all
whole
had
phase.
a
We've all had a whole
whole
phase. It's
phase. Now
fine.
listen, and
Yeah,
everything
yeah.
about
No
me.
judgment.
Listen, I'm an open book. I don't hide nothing about me. Like this shit is all on the internet. I'm not telling nothing that I'm not
Yeah.
supposed to be saying
There you
about
go.
myself.
Yeah.
I'm an open book. Listen, I used to be a whore, right?
Uh-huh.
Tinder, wonderful app.
There you
It's
go.
like a buffet, like an intercontinental buffet
Right, yeah.
A
In
man
that-
buffet, one
in
might
that
say.
app. And then Bumble is like you could go either way. The consensus with Tinder, you're there to fuck.
Uh-huh.
There you go.
Bumble, it could go either way.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, like you're there for a good time, but then you end up staying for a long time with like this one person. Like, it could be for a hookup, or it could be, your actual partner, and then you get married.
Fun fact.
That's
Yeah.
funny that you
Our
said
boy
that.
here.
Yeah.
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 That's how you met your wife.
That's how I met my wife. I met
I
her
lo-
on Bumble, actually.
Oh, I love that.
You're
yeah.
so fucking lucky. You have to understand
Honestly,
that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, because the odds,
The odds are
of that,
really, it's stacked
Mm.
against you.
like the Hunger Games, not in your favor.
No, it's not.
How many people do you know, like, got together with, long term with their partner on Bumble?
From
who they met on Bumble?
specifically
Or dating
Bumble,
apps.
Specifically from
or dating
dating
apps in
apps or Bumble, yeah.
general. Okay, so dating apps in general.
Yeah.
You one now.
Yeah, you just met
okay.
Exactly.
Because I know a surprisingly large amount of
amount?
people, yeah.
Really?
Yeah, like 4 or 5 couples.
Oh,
Including
that's
Damn.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd hazard to say not a lot, but then again, like I normally don't know the lore of how like most of the people around me get into their relationship,
That's
and I don't
fair.
care. So
But if you, so like you used to be on the apps, right?
yeah,
But now no longer.
no, oh fuck no.
So like, this might be good for like people who depend on the apps. Like, how would you
Right.
find dates or partners without the apps?
Oh,
How
no.
would you do it?
See, the way that I'm doing it,
Mhm.
I mean, listen, you could, for y'all listening, like y'all can go about it like any way like that suits you. But now I have sort of gone traditional in a sense.
Uh-huh.
Because you know how like they used to do it back in the day where it's like, hey, like I got a friend.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, wait.
Yeah.
That's a great and fantastic way to do it. Honestly.
Mhm.
Yeah, I
As
mean,
someone who also recently got off the apps, I like.
right? Yeah.
I had like I don't know what happened, but like I did like 3 months ago and be like, you know what, fuck this, I'm done.
right.
Deleted it, and I was like, you know what, yeah. I just go around. These two actually be like, hey, yo, do any of you can you guys like hook me up with someone? bring someone to the
Yeah.
party, and
Yeah.
stuff like that.
And to be
it's
fair,
like,
I do that.
Right.
Uh-huh.
Right. And I feel like I don't know, I mean, this might enter more spirituality realm. And
Uh-huh.
I'm not a very spiritual person, even though that's something that I'm like personally exploring
Mhm.
in this moment in my life. Because I mean, for context, like I grew up atheist, right? And
Right.
I went from atheist to like now I'm like agnostic looking for something.
Uh-huh.
Right. But when I really think about it, like so much of when it comes to things like love, well, I was gonna say career, but maybe not career. But definitely love. I can say for certain with love, if that's really what you're looking for. Okay. Like I'm not talking about a hookup. Like,
Yeah.
that's
Mhm.
different.
Yeah.
I'm talking about love. So don't force it. Don't force it. Don't push it. Like, I don't know why I'm thinking about Celine Dion. There's like this one song like love comes to those who believes in them.
Uh-huh.
Who believes it, sorry.
Yeah.
That what song is that? That's the way it is by Celine Dion.
And that's
yeah.
the way it is. Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
yes. Oh my god, yes.
Yeah.
And I think about that song a lot of just like like don't especially when it comes to something as I don't even know what the word, the adjective to describe love is, like as not sacrament, but like something as pristine, I suppose.
Sacred?
As sacred, yeah. I mean, like for some people,
Romantic,
love is sacred,
yeah.
right? Yeah. Like sacred, pristine, just something so
Special, I guess.
yeah, special. Yeah,
There
there
you
you go. Let it find you, right? Just let it find you. Don't force it.
Yeah. I think that's fair. I think, you know, that's interesting because I feel like a lot of people do find their partners
Yeah.
in life when they're not looking
when
for
they're
them.
not looking.
I
Yes.
actually had a conversation with my mom. This is like after I had like a breakup with a really long-term college partner,
Yeah.
and I was like, Mom, because I've also been I've been trying to date around
Yeah.
that time. I was like, Mom, I don't think I'm going to be able to find anyone actually.
Right, yeah.
And I think I'm slowly going to be okay with that.
Right.
And she looked at me like a sad puppy. Like, oh, this poor boy. Like she was
Like a wet kitten.
yeah, she was really sad at me, but I was like, I think I'm warming up to that fact, and I'm just trying to be okay, like not having to have a partner.
Yeah.
And then like shortly after that, I met my current wife, and I think like
Your forever wife.
yeah, my current wife.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How long was it between that time when you had that conversation with your mom and like
Yeah.
you finding your wife?
I mean, it's definitely less than a year.
Mm.
It's less than a year
okay.
because I was like early 2019 broke up, and then like early 2020 February I met my wife.
Mm.
So
Yeah.
it was around in that time. So
Right.
like it took some time, but like the moment I stopped trying to like I have to get a relationship right now.
Yeah.
I have to get a partner
Yeah.
right now,
Yeah.
or I'll
Right.
die.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, I'll do it. Like
It just
like
suddenly
I-
comes out of nowhere.
yeah, just like I'll just
Right.
I lowered my expectations. Like it's okay. Like it can be something, can be nothing, but like I'll roll with it, and then like it
Yeah.
happens. You know.
I'd say like did I cut anybody off?
No,
No,
you're
go
fine.
ahead.
You're
Okay.
fine.
No, I guess the caveat that I would add though, at the same time, like you can't realistically expect that you're going to attract a person that is meant for you, like to attract a potential partner when you're just cooped up in your bedroom.
Yeah,
Right, so
no, it's true.
there's
Gotta
also-
get out.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, there is a degree to which, like, yes, don't chase after it, but at the same time have agency
Yeah.
to play a more active role
Mhm.
in the pursuit,
Mhm.
right? Like I guess
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
call it a pursuit, but it's a pursuit of one whereby put it this way, like bare minimum, like you just gotta get out of the house.
Yeah.
There you go.
Get out of
Yeah.
the house. Go socialize,
Yeah.
right? Go socialize. Go. I'm not saying you got to go to the clubs, or
Yeah.
whatever, or like go to bars, but just socialize. I don't know if church is your thing or the mosque is your thing. Go to church. Go to the
Yeah.
mosque.
Yeah.
Go to your friends.
Join a running club.
Yeah, join a. Yes. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
I don't know about the running
I've been
clubs.
hearing a lot
Yes.
about running clubs being like
Yeah.
also dating
No,
clubs.
yeah. So here's the interesting thing,
Yeah.
right? I think after like a couple years after the pandemic, the app started getting worse and worse, and people were like, "I'm gonna go do social things," and like
Yeah.
running clubs became the next
Yeah.
thing. I think it's just sort of like you are. It's good for yourself, but also for like the people who are like just in your social space.
Right.
Yeah.
If you have a hobby,
Uh-huh.
when you put yourself out there and
Yeah.
like because I went through that phase as well, being like I gotta find, and then I got so hyper focused on that I couldn't really like.
Mm.
That again, it's also the other thing like where like you can sometimes you just know when you come across a Bumble profile and be
Yeah.
like there's a sense of desperation here
Ah,
and like an
Yeah.
optimization. Like that's the thing that I hate the most about Bumble in terms of like a lot of these things, even before ChatGPT, they'll be like, this is optimized for partner finding.
Yeah.
And it feels
Yeah.
so like,
Dude.
I feel like I'm reading someone's LinkedIn.
Yeah.
Right.
And I'm like,
Like, you
I
can
wa-
tell that they're trying too hard.
I was
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was on that like because like I tried several apps right.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I did. I went like Tinder,
Hinge.
didn't get nothing.
Yeah.
Okay, Cupid, a little bit more success,
Uh-huh.
and Bumble is probably like in my experience the best at the time.
What about Hinge?
I don't even know Hinge was a thing back then. I think
Oh, when was it? 2020.
it was 2019, 2020.
Oh, then never mind. No.
Yeah,
No.
yeah.
And if you were here, then no.
Yeah.
No, yeah, I was here the entire time. I could never
here,
get
so
hinged to work,
I
you
didn't
know?
get hinged.
Okay.
So like yeah, but I was like, man, what the fuck? Why am I not getting anything like? well, first I think it's one because I'm misunderstanding what women are finding attractive.
Right. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because like I'll be like, I'll be
Peak male experience,
I'll
by
be,
the
I'll,
way.
be, I'll be putting up the most fuckboy douchebaggiest fucking like
right.
backwards cap shirtless bullshit.
That's true.
And I'm like, why am I not getting any girls, bro?
Why am I pulling bitches?
but then like you know,
and like 3,000 other guys out
and
there.
I'm like reading into it a little bit more like, okay, oh, so I gotta show that I'm a kind-hearted guy. I gotta
Gentle.
smile, maybe have a dog with me or something
Yeah.
like
The dog
that.
helps.
The dog helps.
dog
Girls
really help.
like guys who are like just a little goofy, you know?
Yeah.
Yes.
Or at least comfortable being
Or
goofy. Because no
soft,
one
right?
likes the like, yeah,
Yeah.
look at me, I'm a man. And
Yeah,
I'm like,
look at
no,
me.
someone wants to like, you know, they want to have, you know, they want to have like dinners, they want to go out to parks. So you can't do that with someone who's like a
Right.
fucking solid block of wood,
Dude,
you know?
that's you'd be surprised at how misconstrued a lot of men and boys are. That like, I thought that's what girls like, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's
Yeah.
not. It's crazy.
I
It's
mean,
true.
so much of what society has conditioned. Okay, so if we're gonna talk about men and boys, so much of what society has conditioned men and boys to think is attractive to the opposite sex, to the opposite gender,
Mhm.
is actually for the male gaze.
Yeah, no, it's
Real,
true.
real.
It's
It's
Oh,
true.
yeah.
It's the equivalent of, oh my gosh, no, because one time I got into a debate. I don't know if the episode is still up on my podcast show,
Uh-huh.
the Indah G show.
We're,
Yeah.
Shout out.
Shout out to the
my
Indah
show.
G show.
we're plugging in the
Yeah.
Shout,
show.
yeah,
Wow.
plugging into our
2 hours,
audience.
700 followers.
Nah, listen. This episode is gonna attract new people.
I hope.
All right,
Okay,
we're,
go ahead.
manifesting. that.
Manifesting.
Yes, exactly. No, but I had an episode debating this, and it was with Ray Nathaniel, like,
Mhm.
who's also a public figure. That's a famous name. And I can't remember specifically, but we were talking about, you know, those gym selfies that men like
Yeah.
to take.
Yeah.
The gym
It's
selfies,
true.
like you just, you know, like you're just lifting weights, you're pumping and everything.
There you go.
And there's like a very specific way that
Yeah.
you men will take those gym selfies. And I know, and you can tell that it is with the purpose and intention of basically fluffing your feathers to the opposite sex, right?
Yeah.
Like peacocks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's so funny because when I was having that discussion with Ray, that was the moment that the both of us, I realized it. He realized. I made him realize it.
Uh-huh.
That it's you don't do that for women. You
Mhm.
do that for other men.
Mhm.
You do
Right.
that to flex on other men. You do that to one up other men. You do that to show up for
Mm.
other men.
Yeah.
And I'm reminded of, I mean, that this is getting into like feminist discourse, like territory, but
Yeah,
y'all are
of course.
secure. So
Mhm.
I know y'all don't mind. What I think a lot about how a lot of men actually don't like women.
No, yeah,
Yeah,
that's
no,
true.
it's true. It's true.
That's
They-
true.
Yeah.
Expand on that, please.
A lot of men do not like women, but they're straight.
Mhm.
Yeah.
A lot of straight men don't like women, but they want to fuck women.
Yeah.
And a lot of men can't tell the difference between that,
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, that's fair.
So I recently, I was talking about this with a girlfriend of mine. I'm very confused by, especially unfortunately, you have to admit, like Indonesia, when it comes to things like gender equality and just like not
Mm.
viewing women as like second class
Uh-huh.
citizens, like we're
Yeah.
very behind on that.
We
right?
are.
Yeah.
We really
So
are.
it really baffles me whenever I come across Indonesian men. Let's talk about specifically Indonesian men that they're straight, right? And
Yeah.
they claim that they're straight. I believe that. No, they're very much they're sexually attracted to,
Yeah.
to women.
Yeah.
And in the same breath that they are demanding that, oh yeah, women should fulfill these gender norms and gender stereotypes, right?
Yeah.
Like
Mhm.
ascribe to all of these, you know, the stereotypical
Like good
profile
wife,
of
good-
being not even just a good wife, but like a woman that is feminine, right?
Mhm.
She does her makeup, she does her hair, she appears feminine, she acts
Yeah.
feminine, she's, you know, gentle, you know, whatever, right? So it's very confusing when a lot of men demand that they want a woman that is
Mm.
feminine, but you only want the feminine parts that are convenient to you, Whereas the other feminine parts that are an inconvenience to you, like how often will men complain like, oh my God, like my girl, she takes such a long time to like do her makeup. Like why she always gotta do her makeup? Why does she always gotta do her hair? Like, I mean, babe, do you really gotta do this?
That's true.
Like, or like, how often I've also come across men, they will put down women's interests.
Yes, that happens a
Women's
lot.
interests.
Yeah.
That happens a lot, yeah.
Like, okay, I think recently, like the end of last year, we had the Victoria's Secret's fashion show, right? The Victoria's Secret runway fashion
with Twice?
Huh?
The Victoria's Secret. No, I'm saying it's with Twice.
Twice.
With
Oh,
K-pop.
the
Twice,
K-pop band. Now, I have no idea.
Okay, sure.
I think Tyla and Lee. Is that the one with Tyla and Lee? I got no idea.
Go ahead.
See, the thing is, even I didn't watch it, right?
Okay, yeah.
But it's more so an acknowledgement that a lot of women, for various reasons, of course, tune into that, right? As sort of
sure.
like whether it's for the sense of camaraderie, like it's something that women get together and like we'll watch the Victoria's Secret fashion show or Desperate Housewives, like shitty reality TV.
Yeah.
Right? And how often will men put that down as something as being like intellectually inferior or like or just inferior in whatever way? First of all, you don't see women doing that when men get together talk about cars.
Yeah, no, it's true. It happens a lot. It happens a lot.
Right?
You're saying like they don't view them as like a whole human being.
Yeah.
Like they only like the fun parts.
Well, and that the fact that you uphold gender norms, right? You uphold gender roles because gender roles and gender norms, like they don't kind of happen in a vacuum. Do you understand? Like for example, like you can't have a woman. You want a woman that presents herself feminine. Right? Like a lot of, let me speak very directly and crassly here because anyways, that's what I'm known for.
Of course.
A lot of men like the way that I look. A lot of men think I'm attractive and I know that. I see my DMs, like I'm not stupid, right? Right? So you can't like this and you can't want this mug beat, right? And then complain why you had to spend 30 minutes to do your makeup.
You know, exactly. You're right.
You can't do that. Like it doesn't happen in a vacuum. I don't wake up looking like this, boy.
Yeah, it takes work. And dedication and effort.
But then they complain that women wear too much makeup.
Exactly.
Yeah,
But then they don't know.
No, they actually say, you find that a lot in like, more like incel leaning stuff. Like, I don't want a girl with like too much makeup, stuff like that.
No, and oh my gosh, I am so sorry.
Yeah.
But one time I was in PIM with a guy friend of mine. We were in PIM. And this guy friend of mine, he's that kind of guy. He's like, I don't want to, I like my women natural.
Oh.
I like natural women.
Oh, yeah.
Is he more like an incel? That kind of person, or is he more like a male manipulator?
Both.
What would you say? Incel male manipulator. That's an
They're
interesting
surprisingly
combo.
really close. I think it's just like how well they're like.
Okay, you know what? Keep this in. Like, did you see? Like, I posted on my story.
I did post it. Yeah, I did see the post. Yeah.
Yeah, about a longtime friend of mine. Turns out that he has raped minors and he possesses and produced child pornography.
Yeah.
It's this guy.
Okay. Yeah.
Way before I knew all of this, obviously. Right.
Christ,
What the
Jesus.
fuck?
But we were in PIM together, and he's the type I like my women natural. I don't want, I don't like too much makeup and everything. And then we were talking about this exact topic of like beauty standards that are imposed upon women to appeal to the male gaze. And then he pointed out a reference. We were exactly, you guys know where in PIM 2 there's Watson's and then there's the Jembatan, like near the window.
Yeah.
And then there's like a clinic over there, and there's a poster of a woman, like from a model, right?
Sure.
A model. And he referenced that. I was like, see, makeup like this, like it's not too much, like it's natural.
But,
It's the makeup, bro. It's
bro, there's a lot of makeup on that.
If it's already going on a poster, there's stylists
so
going
much.
into that. There's probably like some like graphic designer with Photoshop is touching up that image
because they're confused also about like what it is that they think is natural.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
That's true.
Yeah.
Well, and it's also I understand, like, I guess to give grace to like the men that fall victim to this misconception is that because beauty standards have also been how do I word this? Beauty standards have been pushed in a way whereby women are expected to look like low effort, but it actually takes high effort.
Yeah.
Like no makeup. Y'all have heard of that, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I clearly look at this face. Like I didn't hire no fucking makeup artist. I do my own makeup. I do my own beat, right? So I know how to do makeup. Let me tell y'all something about thank you.
Yeah. Real quick aside, how long did it take you to do this makeup?
30 minutes.
There you go.
Wow. Yeah.
That's quite fast.
That is quite fast. Yeah.
No, for this full beat,
Yeah.
bitch, listen, I look like I'm about to go on a fucking runway. Like, rush.
Yeah.
Okay, 30 minutes is quick for this.
That's fast.
It
No,
really
but
is.
anyways, let me tell you something about no makeup. That shit, minimum 25 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
That's
There's a lot of
25
technique.
minutes is crazy.
It's a
dude.
lot of technique to make sure that that it comes across it's a curated version of
Yeah.
natural.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it takes a lot of
Mhm.
technique in order to do that. And a lot of men don't understand it. And so men will be up, like having podcasts and everything, run their mouths about how, women like, you really don't need all that makeup. Bitch, if I didn't wear all that makeup on the first day, you wouldn't even look at me.
You know what's even crazier is the fact that all they need to do to be able to learn all these things and to actually create a better connection with their partners
Uh-huh.
is to actually just ask and like show some interest in it. Be like, hey,
Just talk
what's
to a
that make?
woman, you
Just
know?
talk about it. Yeah, just you
How
know,
hard could it be?
there's a whole thing there's a whole discussion that's been going on over the last several years about what we talked about it last night, the male loneliness epidemic. And it's just like, I mean, I'm a guy.
Self-inflicted.
I'm a guy. I have to admit, what's it called when you add to something?
Contribute?
I've
Contributed.
contributed. Thank you very much. I've contributed to the patriarchy in many of my own ways, and so and I'm still trying to like work on that. But at the same time, if you really just want to have a great time with your partner, if you really want to just truly connect and not be happy, but be content and just start to find a way to build a life together, then just fucking be interested in what they're interested in.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
Yeah.
My wife tries her damnedest to be interested in Formula One. As much as I know that every single time I watch Formula One, after 30 minutes, I just look at her, she's like, but like,
Good on her for trying.
Exactly.
though.
Bless her for trying.
Bless her
Yeah.
soul.
And so the least I can do is like, hey babe, what skincare is that? Can I try it on? You know what I mean?
The bare fucking
It's
minimum.
the bare fucking minimum.
Yeah.
No, and also skincare's not for hers. It's for you.
It's
Please.
for me as well. No, it's true. It's
You
true.
wear sunscreen?
I do.
Okay,
Ever since she, well, no, she's got mad at me multiple times for not doing my skincare, and I've been better at it. And she's like,
Good.
I'm so
There you
proud.
go.
I feel also like the
Fuck
male loneliness epidemic. Like people kind of like confuse it for, I'm not getting laid enough.
That's true. There's also that.
Like
yeah.
I as a male am owed sex, and
Yeah,
I'm not
yeah.
getting it. So I'm
Give
part
me
of
sex
this
now.
epidemic.
Yes,
Yeah.
heavy on that.
Even though like you can't like, I think loneliness at this like point in time affects men and women equally, and that
yes.
and that goes beyond just like all the surface level stuff. It's just the destruction of like third spaces and like people not being able to afford things in general.
Mhm.
And I think like male loneliness epidemic can be solved by just having that kind of like, if you're between your friends, your male friends, that bond, that friendship, that brotherhood can also be like can also alleviate the loneliness epidemic. It's not just like you gotta have the sex.
Yeah,
like,
for sure.
Like, you gotta
Right.
you gotta have the sex. If I'm not getting laid, I'm part of the male loneliness epidemic. Like that's you're not owed that. You know
But
what
there's
I mean?
also the issue of the kind of people that you surround yourself with, the kind of men that you surround yourself
Yeah.
with. Like I surround myself with you goobers. You know what I mean? like,
Yeah, look at us.
Love you, bro.
We're so, I don't know.
We're alpha.
We're not oh, dude, super alpha. Oh my god,
We're
bro.
alpha boys.
We're quite comfortable with our feminine side, and we're quite comfortable with sort of like not being the most masculine people in the world, and that's fine. Toxic masculinity
No, if
is fucking
anything,
horrible.
that's sexy.
Oh, thank you.
That's so sexy. And not
Yeah.
only, and beyond sexy, okay, I'm the woman in this panel.
Her
It's
opinion is valid.
very, very valid.
opinion
It's,
is the most
Certified
valid.
opinion
Yeah.
haver.
it's not just sexy because obviously confidence is inherently sexy.
Right, yeah.
An inherently sexy
Yeah.
quality to have. But it's safe. I
Yeah,
Yeah,
see
women
a
want to
lot-
feel safe.
Yeah.
A
Yeah.
lot of men underestimate how much a woman is even able to feel safe with you,
Right.
open up with you, be attracted to
Yeah.
you. It's not just your sex appeal.
Yeah,
Like
it's true.
if you're a sexy hunk of a man, but I feel like you're about to beat me up. Like I'm not.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like
it's threatening, isn't it?
yeah, if I feel like I gotta walk on eggshells around you because God forbid I say one bad thing and then you like yell at me,
Yeah.
spit in my face, which unfortunately happens,
Yeah.
right? Because a lot of men
Jesus.
have fucking anger issues.
Yeah, it's
pin that. We'll talk about that in a little bit.
Uh-huh.
There you
But
go.
a lot of men underestimate how listen, if it's really not that hard to pull bitches. You really want to, and I don't mean pull bitches like for sex. Now that's a different conversation. If you want to pull women, you want a woman that loves you, right? So much of that first, you have to give her safety,
yeah.
Yeah.
It's true.
reassurance.
Be kind. Be someone who listens.
Yes,
Yeah.
You know,
Yes.
and like not be like super aggro.
right.
Yeah.
But like that's the thing that a lot of men think that's what women want.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the big muscly guy who's like super macho and everything.
Yeah.
And it's interesting because there was like a meme or a post or something where it's like it's Hugh Jackman
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
in 2 different magazines.
Uh-huh.
There's one that's like Men's Health,
Uh-huh.
and where he's like yeah, I was like towards the fucking like
Yeah.
super shirtless,
Yeah, I
super
remember
like
seeing
shredded,
that.
Yeah, yeah.
towards the
Oiled up
camera,
and
like,
shit.
yeah, like
Yeah.
Wolverine type shit.
Uh-huh.
And then there's like one, or it's like a magazine more geared towards women, and
Yeah.
he's wearing like a really nice knit sweater, and he's smiling, and he's
Smiling.
kind.
Yeah.
Like that
Yeah.
just shows like the difference in like the gaze of like what men think women
Uh-huh.
want and what women actually want,
Yeah, exactly.
and that's lost on people.
Yes.
A funny story actually.
Uh-huh.
Like my wife, when she found my dating profile, she was kind of like really on the fence actually,
Oh,
because
of
the,
how muscular you
because
were.
of the different photos that I put up. One where it's like, oh, this guy looks really nice, but then like some other pictures, oh wait, this guy might low-key be a fuckboy. like those pictures actually, like I still have them.
Yes,
Like,
please
Oh,
show
let's
us.
pull it up. Let's pull it up.
One of the things I really wanted to bring up was your dating profile from back then, because I'm really curious
Oh my
about
gosh,
what got
I
Nona
I
to
really
be like, oh yes.
I've never actually seen his dating profile that
Yeah,
actually.
no, me too. I'm so
I
curious.
need to see the dating
curious.
profile that got you married, bro.
It's
For
to be honest,
real?
it was so 50-50. And that's why I say to a lot of people, like, sure, I met my wife on Bumble, on a dating app, but like I don't like keep your expectations low.
Yeah.
Don't expect that would happen to you.
Yeah.
Not because of
One
like,
in a million,
not because
literally.
like I'm better than you or anything like that.
Yeah.
But the dating apps are not they're not in your favor, bro.
They really are not.
Like, they're
And they've
not.
gotten worse.
It's gotten
Have
worse.
they gotten worse now?
They really are
Yeah.
not. Yeah.
And also you also always have to remember
Okay.
All right, let's have a
that
look.
that dating profiles
Go on.
make
Go on,
money.
you can tell me which pictures are the female gaze pictures and which are not.
Okay.
Go on.
Oh, sorry. Hold
No,
on.
it's okay.
You can swipe either.
So,
right or left.
where do I swipe?
I think there's like a bunch of pictures.
Right.
Those are screenshots.
Just
yeah.
go right, left.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You can.
Okay.
I think this is the male gaze.
This is.
That's so fuckboy.
It
Those
is really
glasses.
fuckboy,
Yeah.
Those glasses.
oh,
Those guys look at Jaxo
Arya.
fuckboy.
Sorry.
That,
Where's your Deus t-shirt, bro?
oh my gosh. I mean, okay.
what is this? Is this the male? Would you say?
No,
'cause
okay.
I feel like he's showing
Male,
mus-
this is 100% for the male gaze. Like,
Uh-huh,
listen,
uh-huh.
you took this photo and you post that way. You post that way with in mind, like this, like yeah,
You're
this
giving
is.
your phone. It's too late.
It's not to attract women. It's to signal to other men. I'm better.
Can I just say something though, real quick?
Yeah, yeah.
That picture will do numbers on Grinder.
Dude, yeah.
really well.
Honestly,
Really well.
I
No.
Oh, yeah.
I get a lot of attention.
Yeah.
Because there are friends of mine who are followers of this podcast who are gay.
Yeah.
Not gonna mention their names, but if you're listening, you know who you are. Who are like, damn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like some of the pictures that you do, we know when we're out at parties and you
Yeah.
take pictures, and then there's pictures where you are performing for the camera for fun.
Yeah.
They're obviously like that would do numbers on Grindr.
I've accepted the fact that like a lot of gay men like how I look,
Right.
and that's been the case
No,
since
and that
college.
is such
actually.
a flex. Because listen, you don't only
Really?
pull
Sure,
it
bitches.
is.
Seriously.
You pull both ends.
Yeah.
Like
That's amazing.
I guess like a lot of people, like a lot of men, they have like this thinking in their head, like if I go to the gym, oh, I don't want to go to the gym. Like, I'll see a lot of gay people there, and they're gonna comment on me. Like, first, hold on.
You're not even at the gym yet.
Yeah.
And also like that to me is like a compliment. I'm like, okay, well, as long as they're not like weird or like being like super harassing.
Harassing.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
Like they're just like complimenting. I'm like, yeah, that's.
I
thanks,
just gotta
dude.
say, a lot of straight men fear gay men for the exact same behaviors that a lot of straight men do to women.
It's so
Real.
true. It's
It's
so
the-
true.
Yeah, no,
it's
that's
crazy.
Yeah,
Also,
I saw that
they're
TikTok
nicer
where like
pictures.
most
Okay.
most men are like afraid of like gay men.
That's
like,
definitely the one of the photos where my wife was like, I don't know about this
Yeah,
guy.
I don't know about this
Yeah.
one. Okay, listen. Your wife is probably gonna be listening to this.
She's gonna be listening to this.
Right, and like, do not take this the wrong way, because obviously, like, he's off the market. But I'm just saying, back then when I was a whore, if I looked at this, and my only agenda, like, listen, I wasn't like trying to date or no, like nothing, right? I was just looking for good dick to fuck. I would have immediately swiped right on this.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, right.
Immediately swipe right on this. Like, this is gonna be good sex.
Dude, my
Yeah.
self-esteem is through the roof.
Again, I say that respectfully, of
Grain
course.
of
Right.
salt.
Yeah,
Respectfully, of
just
course.
as a reference point,
Yeah.
right? Exactly.
Right.
Let's take a look at the next one.
This next one is like this one is better. This one is like because you're smiling.
I'm not smiling.
Right, yeah.
You're
That's-
just
that's the
smiling,
thing, yeah.
looking happy and everything. And then you mentioned kangaroos, but it's about punching kangaroos. I don't like men that are
Punching
violent towards
kangaroos.
Honestly,
animals.
yeah.
Oh, there you go.
I
Okay.
didn't. I don't actually punch kangaroo. There was a tweet that I made
Female
to be
gaze.
funny.
Female gaze.
There you
Female
go.
gaze.
Right, they're good.
Female gaze.
He's just a goofy little guy.
The
Yeah.
smile, the travel.
Oh, this is for the male gaze for sure.
Let's
There's a
have a
lot
look.
of,
Yeah.
this one's for
If
the
you're
male
a
That's
mean
gaze.
definitely
mugging,
male gaze,
man.
yeah.
Honestly, yeah.
Mean mugging. Yes, exactly.
Yeah, if you're a mean mugging, you're be like, who are you fighting, bro?
Yeah, that's
Bro,
true.
Right.
It's
who are
true.
you? Like,
See,
what up?
because this second photo right here, the one you smiling. See, back then when I was a whore and my agenda was to just fuck, I would have been like too nice.
Right, yeah.
Avoid.
Nice.
Too nice.
Too nice.
No, 'cause- okay, listen, I'm a whore,
Yeah.
but I'm an ethical whore.
How did you? Why do you think it's too nice?
Well, again,
Because I'm smiling.
I know I might be a whore, but I'm an ethical whore. Listen, like
You don't want to
I'm
fuck
a-
up the good guys.
yeah, I don't want to fuck up the good guys. I don't want to fuck up the good guys, so I go for all the bad boys.
They
The bad
deserve
boys
it.
give me a good time.
The bad boys deserve it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
This is like a sin eater personality where it'd be like, yeah, they're you know.
it's on par.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
we're on
Yeah,
yeah, you gotta go.
even grounds. You know, like
Yeah.
I objectify you, you objectify me. Like I use your body, you use mine.
Yeah, it's true.
It's fair.
It's a fair transaction between two parties.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly. So yeah, you know, for all of you listening to this, and maybe you're going through that whole phase that I was going through in college, totally fine. Just listen. If you're gonna be a whore, number one, be smart. Number two, be kind.
Yep.
And
Yeah.
be careful.
And be careful.
Yeah,
Yeah.
be safe.
Be
Yeah.
Be smart. Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Be smart. Get tested.
Yeah.
I got tested a lot.
Also, I mean, like, most like be careful, like not to put yourself in any danger.
Yeah, that's true.
More like,
Yeah. Yeah. Well, and it goes. Actually, it goes both ways because I definitely acknowledge that there are a lot of women out there that are crazy and dangerous for men. But
Uh-huh.
I mean, we have to also face the facts, especially for women.
Where are these?
The-
Where are
the-
these
the
crazy and
statistics are
dangerous?
leaning heavily
They're-
towards a certain
Yeah.
direction. I gotta be
Very
honest.
And it's also a
Let's be
very,
real.
very different kind of danger, you know?
Very.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes.
And dating apps. I don't know if you guys noticed. Dating apps are 70% men, 30% women.
Is
Mhm.
that where is that statistic from?
I believe it's on Tinder.
Okay.
Mm.
But there's like it's not always going to be the same in all
Right.
apps, obviously. But there's a big like it skews towards men specifically.
Because you said it's from Tinder. Now, it would be interesting if we have data from Bumble.
Mm.
Because again, like bear in mind, Tinder has always had this reputation. Like you're there to fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Versus Bumble, it's 50-50 either or.
yeah.
Right?
And
Yeah.
wasn't it initially marketed towards women where like, oh, only women can start the conversation?
True, yeah, because I had to start the convo.
Wait, women don't start the conversation anymore on Bumble?
I
No,
think
I-
they've made changes to that.
Oh, have they?
I'm not sure, but I think there are options now where you can, if you want to, there's a setting where you can like, I'm gonna let them start the
Let them
conversation
start
for you.
It's
Okay.
a
Yeah.
it's a good way to filter out because
Yeah.
you know, we don't like men all too much.
No.
But to be fair, on the dating apps, some women they do not put in any effort. buddy.
yeah,
They
yep.
do not put in no
Right.
effort.
No, 100%.
Like the first thing they're just they put it out of the way. They're gonna say hi or they're gonna say just like a very short answer and then
Right.
never get back to you.
Right, exactly.
Like if you please,
Here
like,
we
for
go,
the
Daniel.
love of God, put some personality into your hobby. Sorry, put some personalities into your profile.
Profile?
Like
Yeah.
hobbies. Don't just give me like I like. Okay, not to be like super misogynistic about this, but like I've literally seen
Safe
so
space.
many profiles where like I like shopping, and I'm like, this can't be real.
I like
For the love of God, this is AI generated. Am I talking to a bot right now?
I like movies.
I like movies, and then like
Ziva.
yeah, or sometimes they're like the profiles that I hate the most where they don't put any information. It's just a bunch of
Right,
pictures.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, oh my
Yeah.
god.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or sometimes it is a bunch of pictures and they'd be like, ah, yes, my ideal man is like above something centimeters.
Right.
And
So
like,
vapid.
and then I'd be like, wow,
Yeah.
It's a very-
Jesus Christ.
It's a problem for both men and women on the platforms where they can be so bare bones with the profiles. Like, give me something, man.
Because
Yeah.
I feel like this is the also another part to this conversation is a lot of people get on dating apps not because you're actually interested in either pursuing a romantic or
They just
sexual
wanna fuck.
relationship, but it's because you feel pressured to partake in the same activity because everybody else around you is doing the same thing.
Right.
That's a good point.
Yeah,
So-
love to talk
That's
about
like-
that. Yeah.
Yeah, it's about it's something that I thought about during that dating phase, which is like, do I want to cast the widest net possible to appeal to the most amount of women possible, or do I want to like actually be niche and find the person that I actually want to be with?
Yeah.
Because a lot of like those dating app
Right.
tips and stuff,
Uh-huh.
they like, this is how you get the most matches possible, but do you want that? Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
you're in there. I mean, assuming
Right.
most people are in there because they want to get one person.
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Under
Right?
the assumption that you're looking for a
Yeah.
serious long-term monogamous relationship.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
a lot of
Because casting a wide net is great if you're like
yeah, if you're
Yeah, yeah.
trying to get laid,
yeah,
yeah,
you're trying to get
Yeah.
laid left and right, then yeah, that's like amazing.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like even with getting laid,
Yeah.
y'all have heard of the paradox of choice, right?
Yeah.
Mm.
The paradox
explain,
of
explain.
choice. The paradox of choice being like when you got so much options
yeah.
that it just sort of
Mm.
paralyzes
Yeah.
you, and then it becomes a problem that you have too much options,
Mhm.
and you're
Yeah.
always in this constant state of fixating on what the grass is going to be
What's
like.
the most
Yeah.
optimal,
Yeah,
best
yeah.
option
Well,
possible.
yeah. You're constantly fixated on the grass that is on the other side. That
Right.
it renders you in this constant state of unhappiness and unsatisfaction.
Yeah, because you're always like there's always gonna be better. There's
Yes.
something
Yes.
better around
Yeah.
the corner.
Yeah, but no,
Exactly.
but that's also, you have to know that's also how dating apps work, right? Because dating apps is a lot similar to like why you like to like refresh your Instagram feed.
Mhm,
It's
mhm.
working on the same like, design,
the,
like
the dopamine.
the design tech principles where like FOMO is deeply ingrained into the way that it works, right?
Yeah.
Where like
Right.
even like, oh yeah, this is good, this is fun, but what if?
It can
What
be
if?
funner.
Yeah.
Right,
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, like, that's the logic behind doom scrolling. Like, where, like, oh, I'm on, like, my 47th reel and I'm depressed now, but maybe if I swipe, like, once or two more times, I'll find something that
Yeah.
actually makes me happy.
Yeah.
And then you're up at 2 a.m. But
Yeah.
that's, like, the entire principle. And that's also, like, we also have to, like, address that, like, this is how the dating apps make money, They don't.
Right.
If you find the true love of your life and you leave the app,
That's money gone.
Yeah, that's money gone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's why I tell people like, sure, like I found my wife on a dating app, but don't expect that to happen to
Yeah.
you because that was 6 years ago. And also
Christ.
the apps, as most big tech apps and services do, they get substantially worse over time.
Yeah.
Right.
Right.
The apps work when they first started out. People got married on Tinder, people got married on
Yeah.
Bumble
It
when
was
it
actually
first started out.
It was
Yeah,
great.
yeah, I
Yeah.
heard,
Yeah.
like, all the wonderful
It
stories,
works
yeah.
better back then. But as they continue to have that incentive to grow bigger, have
Mhm.
more users, they're going to
Seek more
continuously-
revenue as well.
they're going to implement more scummy ways
Yeah.
to find revenue and retain users. That's why it's worse and worse as the time goes on.
There's a
You know-
specific term for that, it's called enshittification of technology. I shit you not. It is an actual
Enshittification.
enshittification. Yeah.
I
gonna say
think
something
the
in it?
guy that wrote a whole book about that, right?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, really
Somebody
good.
did,
Yeah,
yeah,
Oh,
Yeah.
please put that up and send it to me.
Yeah,
Hey,
cool.
you
yeah.
were gonna say something?
Yeah, I was gonna say. Also with these apps, they're now inheriting a new generation.
Mm.
Oh, that's
Ooh.
interesting.
They're
Yeah.
inheriting a new
That's a good point.
generation whereby every generation we have our own cultural because a generation has its own culture.
Right.
Every generation has its own cultural paradigm when it comes to relationships,
Yeah.
marriage, whatever. So because they're also inheriting a new generation, there is that shift in values. There is that shift in outlook as well. And
Mhm.
not only that, so the caveat that we got to add when we talk about dating apps is how old are you?
Mm.
If you're still on dating apps, like that, my question is how old are you? Because
Right.
I wonder if we can look up data on this on the predominant age of the
user
age range.
base?
Yeah, the age range of the
The user base.
yeah,
of
the user base. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
What is the predominant age range of the user base on Tinder, on Bumble?
Right.
Because I have a hunch that So we're all here. We're all 97, right?
I'm
So
97.
yeah, we're all 28 going.
Shout out 97. bro.
Hey.
97 gang.
Almost
And
30.
pushing 30.
Pushing 30.
Uh-huh.
Pushing 30. So like I'm turning 20. We're all turning 29.
Yeah.
Listen, if you're pushing 30, you're 29, going 30 going 31, and you're on Tinder or Bumble, and most people there are like, what? Let's
It's
21.
23, 21 even.
I would
Yeah.
say most of their user base, like they're very popular amongst college, right? Because
It's
that's
true.
also when we were on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
it's
like
you're
18 to 23.
18 to 24. Yeah.
Yeah.
At best
Yeah.
25. It's
Yeah.
like,
Please use the age filter. Exists for a reason.
Yeah.
oh yeah, that too.
Yeah.
That too. No, but it's also then it's a kind of you're wasting your time. You're wasting your energy in these spaces where
Yeah.
it's like predominantly people that whose age groups are so far from you that you don't even have anything in common and you're not aligned in your life vision. So
Their prefrontal cortex hasn't developed yet.
Yeah.
yes, fact, your prefrontal cortex finishes developing anywhere between the ages of 25 to 30.
There you go.
Yeah.
And
I like
later,
to
if
think
you're
mine is-
neurodivergent.
Yeah. Oh, there you go. Ours is we're gonna
You're still going.
yeah. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
I don't know what you guys talking about. I'm all there.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Yeah.
I've seen you do some questionable shit.
all
I gotta
there.
be honest. You know,
Yeah,
I have evidence in my phone.
Don't you wait.
No. Actually, getting back to the age thing. The really kind of creepy thing about that is that there are still people like in their 30s or in their late 20s, early 30s that are still looking for like teenagers to date, and that in itself is
Yeah.
a massive problem too, especially in this country. Listen, anything above 18 is technically legal, but it is weird.
Hold on. See, this is the limitations with arguing legality, because the legal age in Indonesia is not 18.
Is it
Yeah,
not?
it's not 18.
What is
Not
it?
18, 19.
Oh shit!
You know what's South Korea?
What is it?
17.
Oh shit!
I have a formula for that actually. I have a
19.
formula. I have a
Oh
for-
god. Oh god.
I want to listen to this.
No, I have
I
a
love
formula.
formulas.
I have a formula to calculate exactly the youngest age of a person you can date before it gets too weird.
Okay,
Okay.
go on.
And
Go.
it's your age
Yeah.
divided by 2 plus 7.
My age divided by 2 plus 7.
So let's say you were 28 right now.
Yeah.
28
14.
divided by 2, that's
21.
14. 14 plus 7,
21.
21.
Right.
So 21 is the youngest age you can date. Lower than that, even though it's legal or whatever, it's weird.
But why 7?
I know, I just found it somewhere.
I don't know.
and it works to be honest.
That's the thing is, like, even
I think we need to tune that a little bit, but okay, that's fair.
because
Yeah.
like
It's formally to be tuned.
even me imagining somebody who's 28 or 29 dating somebody who's 21 is a little bit like, is that too big of an age gap? Because like this guy's like let's say one of them is 28.
Yeah.
They've had like 5 or 6 years of experience in the
Yeah.
real world. Meanwhile, the other person's 21 and they're
I
still
get
in
it.
school, and it's like,
I
I
get it, I
mean,
get
come on.
Yeah.
There's a lot of stuff that's
yeah.
and grooming is. And first of all, grooming is also really normalized in this country, which I don't really like.
I mean, it's the
It's
fact
fucked
that
up,
in a
man.
lot of cultures like Indonesia, grooming is the standardized people's standardized understanding of how a relationship between
That's
a
a
good
point.
heterosexual
Yeah.
couple should be.
Yeah.
Like, have
Yeah.
you seen the lady who's 19 years old and is an influencer based on just like I'm married at 19, and then the guy is like 29 or
Oh
something?
gosh.
Yeah, so it
Ah.
is a very normalized thing.
Yeah, it is.
Wait,
it's
she's
very
like
much
she made it her
encouraged.
personality.
It's she turned it into her
Ugh.
personality.
Yeah.
I got married at 19.
I got married at
Jesus
19.
Christ.
to this guy who's like what 29 years.
He's like definitely like 100% the guy groomed her,
Oh god.
and
Yeah.
it's
Okay.
also
Oh my
kind of like,
goodness.
I hate this.
and she didn't continue her high school or whatever because of that. Like,
Fuck
because, like,
off.
Oh
Oh
god.
god, yeah.
And then and it's like it's something to brag about, and it's like, yo,
yeah, no.
pause now,
Yeah.
pause all of this.
Yeah, nah, hold the fuck up. No, I wanted to say something.
Do it.
To I guess counter your formula.
Sure, okay. Oh, my mathematically proven formula is gonna be counted, right?
Einstein
Fuck.
approved that
Einstein
shit.
shit.
No, the way that I've thought about it, and I've given this quite a fair thought.
Okay.
It's actually it has so legal age. Again, there's limitations with legal age because again, in Indonesia, 19, in the
19,
United States,
sure.
18, in South Korea, 17,
Right,
right?
okay.
So it's like it's
Yeah.
very you can't really hold on to that concretely. I think what's more concrete, however, are two things: education and life stage. So what do I?
Right.
So,
Yeah.
but also factoring in, of course, legality. Of course, you have to abide by the law, follow,
The age of
wherever-
consent.
the age
Yeah.
the age of consent, the legal age in the region that you are
Sure.
situated in,
Yeah.
right? But of course, like as long as you meet legal, above legal, whatever, wherever you are.
Yeah.
Here in Indonesia, 19, so above 19. Education, and so let's start with education. Education meaning, so if you're above 19. 19, you already graduated high school,
Sure.
right?
Mm.
So that means the education that is pertained here is college.
Yeah.
Right.
Which and listen, this one might be up for debate, but I will die on the hill that especially in this modern economic social climate, you need to have a
college
bachelor's,
education.
bare minimum bachelor's degree.
Right,
It is
yeah.
no longer an option for you to berkhayal that you can be like Bill Gates, who dropped out of college and then make it in life.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah,
like, that is no
yeah.
longer feasible, and the chances of that are not even 1 in a million. It's probably like 1 in like a trillion now.
Yeah.
Right. So, number one, education. So, have you graduated college? Have you secured your education?
Yeah.
Right. And I'm talking, and this is gender neutral. I'm not just talking about women. I'm talking about both men and women, girls and boys. Have you had your college education yet? And then number two, so let's say you come across at what age do you graduate college? Let's say like 24. You're
24,
definitely.
Yeah, 23, 24.
Yeah, 24. Let's say you are a 35-year-old man.
Right.
Let's say you are a 35-year-old man. You are looking at this 24-year-old woman who has just very recently graduated college, and you're looking at her as a prospective partner, right? The second thing to take into consideration is life stage, right?
Yeah.
Because here's the thing: I acknowledge that there are people, for various reasons, like be it the tribulations of life or just or their personality, they at 24 you're living a lifestyle of a 35-year-old.
Right.
You get what I mean? In terms of career, in terms of social. Some people also mature a lot earlier than others.
Yeah.
Right? Both men and women. Right? I've met 21-year-old men that have the knowledge and the experience and the soul
And the midlife crisis.
like of a 35-year-old man.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Right? Like some people are just built like that.
Right.
Right? But
I'm looking at Kim.
some people are just built like that.
That
Yeah.
is him. Yeah.
Right? So where was I? Life stage, right?
Yeah.
So this 24-year-old, she just graduated college. So it's like, okay, then the next question is, are we even in the same life stage? Like, do we even share enough of the same lifestyle in order for there to even be not just similarities whereby you can have a fruitful relationship,
Yeah.
because of course, like having mutual values,
Yeah.
mutual
Yeah.
interests, of course it's important, it helps, but it's also you have mutual grounding, you have
Yeah.
mutual footing, you have mutual autonomy,
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
right? And these two things, education, what I said just now, what was it? Life
Life stage.
stage, which usually entails career. Education and career, that solidifies your autonomy.
Yeah.
That solidifies your grounding, your footing in a relationship.
That's
right?
true.
Because you can't, because here's the thing, strip age out of this equation. Let's say it's a 37-year-old woman
Mm-hmm.
with a 32-year-old man.
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay, yeah, with a 32-year-old man. But this 32-year-old man has never had an education, let's say.
Yeah.
Okay.
Has never
Yeah.
had an education, and he doesn't have a source of income.
Okay.
Right.
I get it.
Yeah.
The power imbalance is too wide
Mm.
to be ignored.
It's not just about the age.
It's not just about the age, but it's about like how much power do you have, how much leverage and how much autonomy do you have in a relationship.
You want to minimize the power imbalance as much as possible.
You want to
basically.
reduce the margin, the potential margin for abuse.
Yeah.
And
Right.
for what's the other word? Abuse and taking advantage of.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You want to
Yeah.
have equal grounds between partners, basically.
Exactly. Yeah. So I would say, age number. There is some truth to how at some point age does become a number, right?
Yeah.
Age is just a number. At some point, age does past the legal age. It just becomes a number,
Yeah.
right? Age is not the only. Age doesn't really matter, and by and large, it's a social construct when you
It's
really
a very
think about it.
nuanced.
It's very
And we're getting into
nuanced.
like intersectional conversations
There we
right
go.
now.
Because
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
like,
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
people are very easily, they easily label like, oh, age gap relationship Get out of here, man. Get out of here.
Yes, exactly. But there's like so much nuance to
Yeah.
that.
There's
right?
a lot of nuance.
And I would say that that's like as close as a formula I have come up with. It would be that first take into account the legal age in which you are residing, right?
Yeah.
But then that is also debatable. What if she's from South Korea and I'm from the United States?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think let's say.
Yeah.
That brings me to an interesting question as well. What obviously we live in Indonesia where culture is like very, very strong. We
Yeah.
just talked about this earlier before
Before the camera started
before the
rolling?
camera started rolling about
Yeah.
how you're Jawa Batak. How
Damn, I can't believe you just outed me like that, bro.
I'm so sorry.
No, go
I
ahead,
didn't
no,
mean to
I
do
didn't
that. Is
care,
that
I didn't
okay?
care.
Continue,
Go
continue.
ahead, go.
We can censor that if you want.
He talked about his ancestry in the first episode.
Did
bro.
he?
He did.
I don't remember that.
What about Australia?
Proceed with your question.
Oh, sorry. Yeah,
Continue.
you're right. No. What are your guys' opinions on like dating between cultures and like finding the not finding the balance, having to sometimes in some cases balance the pressure that you feel from your parents, for example, or from your family to marry and to date within like a certain culture
That's a very good
compared to your own kind of feelings of like just wanting to be individualistic and be with the person that you want to be with regardless of what their
And that's
specific
especially
culture or
Sorry to cut
ethnic
you
is.
off.
Yeah, no, it's
so,
fine.
So sorry, but it's especially difficult in the backdrop of where we come from. Indonesian cultures, we're very collectivistic.
Yeah,
culture,
exactly. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Leaves very little room for individualism.
Like my mom is Sundanese and my dad is Java. Is I would have been freaking killed, if I was born like 300 years ago.
Second
straight.
class
It's just been
citizen type shit.
Like,
Yeah.
you know,
Didn't they have
This-
a war for this?
yeah, they had a war.
Yeah, they had a war,
Exactly.
exactly.
war
It's
for
Two
this.
so
centuries ago,
insane.
but yeah, that's,
This is
that's
like
fair. Yeah.
Indonesian red wedding?
no, the modern equivalent would be like the Israeli and the Palestinian get together.
No, it's absolutely crazy.
No,
It's-
yeah.
Is it actually that
It
much
was
of a divide?
it was bad.
I actually
It was
don't know.
bad.
It was bad.
It was
They-
bad.
Wild.
They were killing each other for hundreds of years, man.
Yeah.
Like it was insane.
Wild.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
I still know, no, as someone who grew up in Bandung, I still know a lot of people who are Sundanese who are like, yeah, we're cool now. But sometimes you guys, talking to like me who's Javanese or like coming from Java, sometimes you guys make jokes and we're not totally cool with that. And be like, oh. So I think there's still a lot of like that tension going on where like, yeah, where like, they're like, there's jokes where like, oh yeah, Sunda is just like discounted Jawa and stuff like that. And I'm like, damn, people
Yeah.
still talk about that.
They really
and
do.
they're like,
Yeah.
They really do.
Would they like, yeah, they'll still fucking hate it.
I mean, we only just gained our independence 80 years ago, so it almost makes sense
Very
why
fresh.
that
Ding.
cultural clash is still very fresh. Exactly. Oh shit, yeah, you're right.
there you go.
Yeah.
That's a really good question.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm Balinese, like
Sure.
culturally, and my wife is not Balinese. She's Sudanese and then a bit of Minang, and like there's lots that go into that.
Uh-huh.
But I guess like if she had to decide, it'd probably like be Sudanese.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, it's difficult to kind of like. You want to be like the individual.
Yeah.
Like I'm detached from my family and my wife is detached from her family. And if
Right.
we want to be together, we can just be together.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Like there was a time when I thought about it like that. And it's like, yeah, it shouldn't matter like what my family thinks.
Yeah.
And in essence, I do still believe that. I think people don't need to be burdened by like what their family expectations of them are.
For sure.
But you can't also be blind to the fact that it does play a role into
Yeah.
it.
Mhm.
Like
Yeah.
your families do have to coexist.
Mm.
It is going to cause some strife unless you choose to cut them off entirely, which is also
Yeah.
not ideal because hey, you know what? Maybe some people love their families, right?
Yeah.
So it's wild concept, but like
Wild.
Wild, very.
it's just there's a balance that needs to be
Yeah.
to be struck there.
Right.
Whereas like and I think me and my wife were kind of like able to find that where it's like, okay, we compromise where we can, and then we try to appease the families where we can also. So it's like finding that balance is going to be like kind of tricky, but maybe you guys have your own experiences with intercultural dating.
But I feel like you pretty much answered your own question.
Yeah, that's
like,
true.
That's the word, compromise.
Mm.
Yeah.
Right. Finding a partner that is able to, number one, you're able to openly and transparently communicate with one another of like these are the expectations that
Yeah.
are held of me. I would like to know what expectations are held of you by your family or by your community.
Mhm.
Very, very good.
Yes.
The communication bit.
The communication bit.
Which a lot of people are sorely lacking
Yeah.
with
Yeah.
their partners and with each other
Yeah.
and with themselves sometimes.
With
They're not
themselves.
honest with themselves.
Yeah.
That's right. Like you gotta this is what's expected. I had that talk with my wife before we got super serious.
Yeah.
And it actually had to do with converting.
Religion.
Yeah, converting.
You're Hindu?
religions. I'm Hindu.
Okay.
And my wife is Hindu too now. But she was raised Muslim. Yeah. And that's like and that's kind of like the reason my first long-term relationship fell apart, which is like I refuse to acknowledge that can be a factor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I choose instead to just hide that fact and
Yeah.
bury it and choose
Sweep
to
it
deal
under
with
the
it
rug.
another day. Yes,
Yeah.
slip it under the rug. Whereas like now, look, this is probably what my family is expecting of me.
Mhm.
And so like this is what I'm asking of you. And if you're not okay with it, that's okay. But I'm not going to force you to do something you don't want to do.
Exactly.
Yeah, but like if this is going to be something long term, something stable, like this is what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
But like I don't I do my best to just like never like force onto her something that she doesn't want to do. You know, because like a lot of the times Indonesia is very patriarchal, and so like apa suami harus jadi
Yeah.
like
Harus
the-
nurut sama suami.
yeah.
Yeah.
and then
Yeah.
like suaminya harus ngajarin, like you gotta teach her how to like do this and that in like
Yeah.
your religion and whatever.
Yeah.
And like I don't necessarily unless she asks me.
Yeah, of
Like
course.
I want
Consent.
to I want to learn this and that. Like, oh yeah, sure, I'll tell you what I know. But like otherwise, no, we can still live our lives in peace and then like
Yeah.
do our best for our families and our respective cultures. But the communication thing is the biggest thing. Like
Yeah.
ask your partner, ask yourself, like what can you compromise, what can you compromise on, and can you find that middle ground?
Yeah, and do all of and time of communication is also important. Do that before y'all get serious.
Yes, for sure.
Y'all do that during the talking seeing stage.
Yes,
but like not
for sure.
but at the same time, like look, like the talking seeing stage, like it's very it's very not turbulent. What's the word?
Dynamic.
No, not dynamic.
Ambiguous?
Sorry. Ambiguous. Yeah. Hold on. There's another word. Precarious. It's a very,
precarious.
it's a very
Yeah.
precarious stage because you do that too early on. You
dude.
scare them away.
Yeah, that's true.
Right?
That's
Like
true.
first date. So by the way, I want to get married. Are you okay? Are you okay with converting?
You have no idea how often that happens here, though. Like, first date, they're like,
People here when it
yeah.
comes to dating, they don't bullshit.
yeah.
They don't
They just
bullshit.
go straight
I've
in.
seen it
Like, I
on
wanna
some
marry
people's
people.
like straight up like Bumble profiles being like, I want marriage, I want kids, and I'll be like,
But you know what?
Wow.
But you know what?
yeah.
Can we clap? I respect that. I respect that.
That's true.
No. Because listen, like I'm like that too. Listen, I was like that back when I was in my whore phase.
Uh-huh.
Like with the hookup, like I can't say that explicitly on my profile without getting like my profile banned. But then like immediately first conversation, I'm like, I'm here to fuck.
Right,
Right.
okay, yeah.
I'm here to fuck. So and
Dude, you must have gotten so many hits.
oh yeah.
Because that, I feel like for a lot of men on dating apps, that's like their dream profile. I'm like, yes, right.
A hot girl that is
No emotional labor involved. Let's
emotional
go.
labor.
No emotional labor involved.
Like
I don't have
Jesus
to listen
Christ.
to her.
Oh my god.
That's not my personal belief.
But yes. No, because
Disclaimer.
I'm a very direct, straightforward person,
Yeah.
Right,
and
yeah,
so
yeah.
I really appreciate that. But at the same time, I'm not autistic enough where I like don't know how to read the room. Like, yeah, I can't. First date,
Yeah.
I'm like, how many kids do you want?
Yeah.
And also that kind of like bluntness goes against what we are taught as the Indonesian culture, where it's like
Apalagi.
you gotta
Yeah.
be kayak harus ngode, like you gotta be
Yeah.
like subtle with everything. Don't like explicitly say the things that you want. Don't communicate
It's
basically.
incredibly Javanese centric because let me tell you something, and you know this because you're Batak. Yeah, Batak don't play like that.
No,
Batak don't
no.
play like that. Batak's like, kapan mau kawin?
Yeah, so, you know, like there's this time where like I had been like, because I was born in Pekanbaru, I was born in like Riau, and then I moved to Bandung for like 8 years, something like that, and then like I had to move back, and then I hadn't been to Pekanbaru in the longest time ever, like I don't know, like 3 to like 4 years. The first thing that happened when I landed at the airport, no shit, I just, and then like, you know those people who like the people who like push the trolleys at like, you know, something that they're like, I forgot what the word is for them.
Airport
But-
waiters or something.
Yeah,
Porter.
but literally,
The porters,
yeah,
the porters.
literally someone getting into a screaming match with a porter. That's the first thing I experienced when I landed the time. Like,
man.
I'm back. The heat, the humidity, the spicy food, and
Yeah.
the
spicy
fucking
people.
Yeah.
screaming match happening literally in the airport, like, luggage pickup, and be like, yes, I'm home.
You could
Yeah.
feel it.
Yeah.
Anyways, you were gonna say something. Sorry.
No,
Yeah,
I was just gonna say that's very. I mean that cultural tone is set by the Javanese. I feel because they're the majority. Because
Yeah.
That's true.
like,
yeah.
listen, I've been with Timur men.
Uh-huh.
Oh, they're very straightforward, and I love that shit. I'm like, yeah,
Yeah.
tell me what
Yeah.
you want. I'll tell you what I want. Equal.
And I
There
love
you
their
go.
accents.
Huh?
I love their accents.
Oh my gosh, and it's no wonder they're amazing singers, right? Even the
Yeah.
way that they talk is very melodic.
Mm.
Love
Yeah.
it. Shout out to all you Timors.
Yo, shout out to more Eastern Indonesians.
Eastern Indonesia.
You rock.
There you go.
Yeah.
But yeah, and what was we talking about? Just
Great
now?
food too.
Like the cultural.
Culture.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah,
The,
yeah.
the
Yeah.
bluntness of it.
Well,
all.
no, like the time of communication, right? Because
Oh,
you don't
yeah,
want to be too early.
Mm-mm.
You don't want me too early,
Oh, yeah.
but okay. As long as you're in the talking, seeing stage, and you haven't made anything like officially official, then
Uh-huh.
you're safe. Like you can go as long until you're ready, but have it before you make it official. For
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, make it before you commit.
Make sure you all are on the same page at least
Yeah,
before
same
you even
page.
like think about that. Because otherwise, what even is the point?
Exactly.
You know?
There you go.
Exactly.
Just have just ask what kind of relationship do you want out of this?
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
It was funny.
It's really simple
No,
as well.
I feel
Hey,
like-
do you want kids? Yeah.
No.
Okay,
Here's the
great.
thing, though. No, here's the thing, though. There's a surprising amount of people out there who don't enter, looking into relationships with that kind of knowledge. yet.
That's true.
Oh, yeah.
Let's be real.
Yeah.
right?
Like they're very aloof. Like they're very passive in it too. Like they don't take any
Yeah.
active agency of like, hey, like I want to commit to this relationship. I want to go
Yeah.
somewhere with this. They just kind of like, hey, go with the flow, gitu loh.
Yeah.
And see what happens.
And let's be honest, and
Well,
I think this goes back slightly to the conversations we were having earlier, where we're like, yeah, I feel like men want to be with women, but men don't really like women. And it
Yeah.
goes back. So we're circling back to that conversation. For a lot of people, they don't know what the relationship is for. They just know that I've hit a certain age.
that's true.
And I'm
That
partnerless
is so true.
right now.
Yeah.
And so it's almost like, I'm at the checkpoint in life where I feel like I should have a partner, and the fact that I don't makes me anxious, or sometimes even worse, makes me socially outcasted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're 35 and you're unmarried. Like, what's wrong with you, girl?
Right.
And I'm being like, woo, right?
They see it as a means to an end, as opposed to an end in its own right.
Yeah.
As a way of hey, you're gonna spend your entire life with this person, so
There you go.
you don't want to fuck it up.
Because especially if we're just speaking about Indonesia, confining this conversation to Indonesian culture, we as a culture, we hyper romanticize romance.
Yeah, it's true.
Oh, yeah.
It's true.
Romanticize
Yeah.
romance.
It's so true.
How do you mean
as
by
a
that?
culture, we put romantic life, having a love life, up on such a
Yes.
pedestal of this is what everything that we do needs to amount to this. Everything that we do, our education, our career, making money, buying a house,
Yeah.
it all needs to lead to marriage.
Yeah.
Have you seen I'm pretty sure you're familiar with our movie industry, right?
Yeah, no.
Doesn't it know you that that's what rom-coms or romantic movies are like in our culture compared to I'm not even just compared to Western culture, but other
More modern
South,
takes on
other Southeast Asian countries like Taiwanese films, even they have a different conception for what romance is. Indonesia, I feel has a very, very particular flavor of shut the fuck up with your shirt right now.
It's like some Sinetron shit.
By Wong Kar Wai.
Yeah. No, I feel they have a very, very very
Not
set,
Sinetron.
idyllic, idealistic image of what romance should be. The only country that is
realistic.
no. I was gonna say actually no. I think there's a lot of countries out there that are more realistic, but I was gonna say the only other country that I can think of that is just as delusional as we are in romance, and this is going to be very telling because that movie industry is very, very successful here in Indonesia. It's
is it-
Korea.
Oh yeah,
It's
that's
South Korea.
true. You're right.
Why do you think K-drama is
Yeah.
one of the most popular things in Indonesia? Because I think it sells you the really idyllic image of
Yeah.
oh, helpless damsel in distress woman.
It validates your delusion.
Yeah.
that's-
And it really with the Korean movie entertainment industry, Indonesian entertainment industry, Indian entertainment industry.
Yeah.
We get our Indonesian, the precursor to Indonesian entertainment industry is Indian entertainment industry,
Yeah.
right? Because for context, here in Indonesia, pretty much like our entertainment industry is owned by the Indians. So
Yeah,
That's
like,
real.
Like MD.
they set the tone. Yeah, they set
Yeah.
the tone. It validates your delusion, and not only that, it really it validates your delusion,
Mhm.
and what's the vocab? Why am I blanking out here? But it plays into the typical stereotypes and norms of like, oh, this is what a heterosexual relationship should be.
There you go,
It's
yeah.
so true.
Yeah. It really
Yeah.
validates that.
And I think there's a movie that I watched recently, which I absolutely adored.
Yeah.
And it talks about this exact thing. Not exactly, but like the thing with Indonesian romance movies and also like Korean is they always frame relationships, marriages or otherwise, as something that's always going to be a big grand gesture.
Yeah.
It's always going to be bombastic. It's always going to be
Yeah.
fireworks in your life. It strips away the mundanity
Yeah.
of day-to-day relationships. And as someone who's been married, not for very long, I mean, it's been
6 years, 5
it's. I mean, if you think about my
February
relationship, it's been
2025.
like at least like
oh, never mind. Yeah.
it's been 5 years, but like
2024. Shit. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
but like married for a year plus. But we've lived together for longer than that. And what you need in a stable long-term relationship is being like loving your partner during the times of mundaneness as well.
Yeah.
No, yeah.
100%.
Like doing the mundane stuff in life, like washing the dishes, the unromantic side
Yeah.
of all of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like-
Yeah, what do you like when it's like a
Wiping the
Saturday
toilet
morning
bowl.
and you're just
Yeah.
like sloughing it off, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
all the things that's going to comprise maybe like 80% of your life. If you love spending all that mundane shit with your partner, that's going to be a good relationship. That's going to be a good foundation. And oh, by the way, the movie that I watched was Eternity.
Oh, dude. Yeah. God damn.
I've been wanting to watch that movie.
Fucking
Yeah.
really good movie. You recommended
Don't
it to me.
spoil it to
I
me.
didn't respond to your message. I do apologize for that.
You did watch it?
I did watch. I watched it before,
Okay.
bro.
it's-
Have you watched it?
No.
So basically,
My God.
the premise of the movie is that it's starring Elizabeth Olsen, and also Miles Teller and Callum Turner.
Yep.
But the premise is that this woman dies, and in
Yeah.
the afterlife, she is faced with a choice of spending eternity of her afterlife with the husband that she spent 60 plus years with, or the love of her life, her first husband, who she met before the long-term husband, who died in a war. So she has to like kind of like choose between that.
Damn.
And it's really compelling.
Yeah.
But it also shows like without spoiling, like what kind of love lasts the longest.
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah.
Like,
Love is so much more than romance. Love
Yeah.
is hard work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Love is boredom sometimes.
Love is
Yeah,
boredom.
love is boredom, and love is sacrifice.
Yeah.
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 love is continuous effort.
Yes.
Yeah, that's so
I
true.
think.
Love is a lot more laborious in reality compared to what so much of these
Yes.
movies and TV shows
Yes.
portray.
Yeah.
Love
That's
is
so
work.
true.
It's so much work.
It's work. Like,
Yeah.
like you gotta want to put in the work every day, choosing every day to be with this person and choosing to make it good
yeah.
Yeah.
every day.
No, it's true.
And that's a lot of work. Sometimes you don't want it. Like sometimes you're tired or like you're angry, you're frustrated, and like you're kind of like fuck this, you know.
Right.
Yeah.
But like you can't do that.
Yeah.
And to be able to have that kind of long-term relationship, it's not just about the grand gestures. It's about choosing that person, even like in those like shittiest times.
Yeah, especially in those shittiest times.
Especially,
Especially shitty times.
Especially
Yeah.
in those shittiest times.
especially in shitty times,
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah, I highly recommend you watch the movie. It's
Okay.
Honestly.
Put it up on here, and I'll definitely watch it.
A24 as well, so you know it's good.
Ooh.
You know it's good.
I didn't know it was A24.
It is A24, yeah.
Oh, nice, nice.
Nice.
Really, really good.
Yeah.
Wow.
But cultural, on the topic of what cultural differences.
Cultural
Uh-huh.
The
differences?
intercultural
relations.
I mean, have y'all ever been in have y'all ever been in intercultural relationships that's with a non-Indonesian?
Non-Indonesian.
Not Indonesian. No.
Nothing.
Is your wife Indonesian?
My wife is Indonesian. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I mean, I don't. This doesn't count. But like in middle school, high school,
That doesn't count.
yeah, okay.
No, it doesn't count.
It's mixed. It's
That's
mixed,
puppy
yeah.
love.
Nothing serious.
Nothing serious.
Yeah,
Yeah,
nothing
yeah.
serious.
Okay, interesting. You?
No.
No. Okay, that means I'm the only one.
Talk about it.
All three of my ex-boyfriends. The first one's white Eastern European. Second one's Mexican from Texas,
Oh,
Oh,
and then
Mexican.
third one's from India.
Funny,
Oh.
you perked up Texan boy.
yeah, I know. Yeah,
I
it's
used to
crazy.
live in Texas.
I used to live in Texas. Yeah.
Ah,
Houston.
Where?
Houston.
Houston.
Yeah.
He's from Dallas.
Oh no.
Dallas.
Oh, Dallas sucks.
I knew you was gonna say that.
Yeah. Go Cowboys.
How do you are you in a are you still in a friendly relationship?
We're amicable. Yes.
Okay.
Me and the actually no, hold on.
Because I was gonna say fuck Dallas. Fort Worth.
Actually, yeah, the Mexican one's the only one that I still like. We keep like civil
Okay.
relationships with. Like,
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
then Dallas isn't so bad.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
you can say it. Listen, girl, I'm not
We'll
from
cut him
Texas. I
some
don't give a
slack,
shit.
you know?
Go,
I'm
go
not-
Mavs.
I'm not.
Go Mavs. Fuck you.
Go Cowboys.
Yeah, but the first and the third one, like, yeah, we've lost contact.
Okay, right.
Why don't you
Yeah.
talk to us about the inter
Well, yeah. What's that? Like?
The dynamic?
Intercontinental.
The intercontinentality of my
Yeah.
Yeah.
my relate. I mean, there's really not because here's the thing. Yes, of course, like there is commonality in like the struggle of collectivistic family values, familial piety, like coming from Indonesian backgrounds, which obviously no matter how whitewashed I am, like I still at the end of the day I'm still
Yeah.
Indonesian.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
But that being said, like every Indonesian family operates differently. Like some
Sure.
families hold on to, for example, some families like they really prioritize religion, right? Like
Right.
they
Yeah.
can be from. I have a lot of friends that are like this. Like they can be from whatever background, but they need to be Christian,
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
right? And then with other families, it's like a lot more complicated. Like, it's like the religion, and like it has to be specifically a Chino Christian.
The race
Right.
has
Yeah, yeah, and then the
Yeah.
race. Like
yeah.
a lot of families have different factors that they prioritize.
Mhm.
I guess if we're talking about me personally, nah, my mom's very pragmatic. I mean, like I feel like y'all get the sense because of the lore behind why she named me Indah is because I live in Pondok Indah, right?
Right.
So grandma
Pragmatic.
could understand. But she's a very pragmatic person. Like at the end of the day, for her, number one is money. Number two, this one's not pragmatic. This one is superstitious, and I call bullshit on it. But it's my mom.
Well,
Okay.
Sio,
Oh, the
Oh,
seal.
no, yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
What is that?
So-
I'm not very familiar with that.
Chinese
The
zodiac.
Chinese
The
zodiac.
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Chinese
Right.
zodiac. Kalau ciong nggak boleh.
We're all ox.
We're all ox.
We're
Yeah.
ox, yeah.
We're all ox. We're all.
Boo.
We're not
Yeah,
ciong.
we're all water oxes, so we're all
Water
No,
oxes.
no. 97 is fire ox.
It's not water ox?
No, it's fire ox.
Damn.
I know. I'm
We'll
Chinese.
put
I
it
know
up
this.
over here. Whatever the right one is.
No, I'm a fire ox. My mom, she's also an ox. She's metal ox. So an ox and an ox, it can be either really good or really bad. But banting tanduk terus,
Yeah.
Hmm,
which is me and my
interesting.
mom. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So we would all. If you believe in Chinese horoscope, which my mom really does, I don't, right?
Mhm.
Uh-huh.
Mm.
But according to her, so number one is does he have money? Number two, apa sionya ciong apa enggak?
Mhm.
But the one about the sio, I'm like, bodo amat. Like the ma, that's so fucking stupid. Like I don't even bodo
Yeah,
amat lah.
superstitious.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. The money, I'm like, okay, we can.
Makes sense.
It makes sense. It's realistic, also to an extent. So like,
This
Yeah.
is kind of unrelated, but like, how do you personally feel about you as the woman
yeah,
in the relationship being the breadwinner?
being the breadwinner.
Mm.
How do I feel about being the breadwinner?
Is that anything?
So
yeah.
a breadwinner.
Let's say the one who makes more money in the relationship.
Okay,
between-
because there's a
or-
difference
yeah, that's
between
true.
I'm making more money
Mm.
versus I am the primary.
Let's say primary.
Right?
The,
Because there is a
the primary
difference.
what? The primary
Because-
what?
Yeah.
Primary
Because for example,
earner.
if you and I are married, but I make more money than you, but
Mhm.
like I make arbitrarily, like I make $500,000 in a
Yeah.
year, and you make $400,000. That's really
let's let's push it to its extreme then when
Sure.
it's like it's a house husband,
Like a stay-at-home
like a
husband.
Stay-at-home
house
husband? Would I prefer that?
Yeah, was that
Right?
yeah.
Because I mean,
people are gonna be different.
everybody has their own like preferences. Would I want a stay-at-home husband? Because a stay-at-home husband is different from a stay-at-home dad.
Oh, that's
If it's a
interesting.
stay-at-home dad, I am number one. I acknowledge the validity in that so much. Obviously,
Yeah.
Stay-at-home parenting is work,
It's
and
tough.
it's work that
Oh
does
no,
not get
yeah,
paid.
it's
Yeah.
emotional labor.
Yeah.
It just work, yeah.
No, not even just emotional labor. It's actually
It- it-
physical.
it's physical labor.
Yeah,
You're right, you're right.
It's
It's
all
labor.
kinds of labor.
Cooking,
Everything,
clean it,
cleaning,
yeah.
Yeah, changing diapers and shit. Like fuck, even I can't do that. If
Yeah.
it's a stay-at-home, I have to also, and this is good, right? Because sometimes I feel like we have our preferences and it's shaped purely by gender norms and stereotypes, and just because like, oh, that's just what we've always been taught, but we've never really questioned it, right?
Yeah.
Because if I'm okay, if I see the validity and I am okay with seeing a stay-at-home mom, why am I not okay with seeing a stay-at-home dad, right?
Yeah.
And if the tables were reversed, because here's the thing, I guess it's hard to reverse the table in my case, because I know I don't want to be a stay-at-home mom.
Yeah.
I know I would never want to be a stay-at-home mom. I would go fucking crazy, right? If my partner wants to be a stay-at-home dad, that's labor, and that does no harm.
Yeah.
If anything, that helps me because childcare is expensive. Stay-at-home dad is fine. A stay-at-home husband, bitch, what the hell you doing? But here's the thing.
That's fair.
But here's the thing. I try as much as possible. I try to be impartial. Like it goes both ways. Like if I look at a stay-at-home wife, I look at the stay-at-home girlfriend. Bitch, what the hell are you doing?
Stay-at-home girlfriend.
It's a thing now.
Stay-at-home girlfriend.
Wait, that's a thing now?
Oh, 100% is a thing now. Yeah.
I will say there's a difference between a stay-at-home husband or a stay-at-home wife or a stay-at-home girlfriend or a stay-at-home boyfriend who's not actively trying to participate in working on something for their career than compared to just like being a bum, for example. I think there's a
Oh yeah, of
major
course. There's
difference that
nuance.
needs to be
Yeah,
considered.
yeah. Right. Like
Yeah.
because it's okay. Like if you're going through like a period of like brief unemployment or like whatever. Or, like you're searching. Like you need downtime.
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
fine. Like that's not.
Yeah.
I'm talking more about the bums.
Yeah, the ones
They
just like
don't
Yeah, like
do
they do-
anything.
Like
Yeah.
you don't bring nothing to the
Yeah.
fucking table.
Mhm.
Yeah. My personal preference
Mhm.
is I do not need a man who makes more than me.
Uh-huh.
I really don't. I don't need a man who makes more than me. I'm okay if my only bottom line when it comes to financials is, can you pull your own weight? Because I'm not about to be no fucking cash cow sugar mama.
Right.
I am not
No, yeah,
about
makes
that.
sense.
I am not
Yeah.
about that.
Yeah.
Like I don't care how much money you make. Number one, you don't get in the way of how much money I make.
Yeah.
Don't get in the way of my money. Number two, can you sustain yourself with your own money?
Yeah.
Right? And because and can you keep up with like the lifestyle that I want? And like that coming from me, listen, I don't know if people have this perception of me that I'm like this very lavish, bougie, whatever, uptown girl. I'm really not. Like I want to be able to eat at a mall.
Yeah.
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 I think that's reasonable.
Yeah, I was like that.
I want to be able to eat where there's air conditioning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair.
honestly
Yeah.
like sometimes we'd have like that. We would eat out and I'm like, oh man, I'm so bougie. I'm like, it's food, bro.
Yeah.
It's food.
Come on, man. Yeah.
It's food.
I'm not on
You're,
the
you're
yacht.
not having your meal flown from a different
Right.
country.
Yeah,
you know,
no,
like,
really not.
chill out. Yeah.
Like you and I, we have like if we're gonna be in a relationship together, we need to have shared vision and like what kind of lifestyle do we want to
Right,
share
yeah,
with
of
one
course,
another?
yeah.
Can your income sustain that?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Right? Like that's it. That's all.
Yeah.
That is all.
A lot of guys also, this is going
Right.
back to like the male expectation of what women want.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have that hang up, kind of like,
I gotta
oh,
make
like-
more money.
or like all women just they want, oh, you gotta be 6 feet tall, you gotta make 6 figures, shit like that, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's surprising. I mean, like if you've met a woman in real life,
And many of you have not.
I gotta be honest.
Let's
yeah.
be real now.
Well, I don't know
Yeah.
about a total normal folks. I feel like a lot of people on TNF
Let's
are pretty old.
let's hope
I
our
gotta be
audience
honest,
is,
yeah.
Yeah.
touches
Yeah.
grass.
Yeah.
Although the people that comment on our TikTok sometimes,
Let's
Go,
Yeah,
so,
let's
go
see.
touch
Yeah.
some grass.
Basically,
go
like-
touch some grass, you fucking morons.
If you've
Sorry.
seen, if you've seen and talked to a woman and like even have some awareness of like their dating profiles or like who like the people they've dated in the past, like you can see like there's some sorry ass motherfuckers out here
Swear.
Yeah.
who for some reason get into a relationship with the most incredible, like smart, kind-hearted, beautiful women.
Oh yeah.
And it's like dude, if these bozos can get into a relationship,
Yeah.
if you just try a little bit harder,
Yeah.
you can too.
Yeah.
Like women don't. It's sad sometimes, but women really sometimes don't really
Yeah.
ask for that much
Yeah.
Yeah.
to begin with.
Yeah. For sure.
the bar is in fucking
The bar is
hell.
kind of low.
The bar
so
is in
it's-
hell, yeah.
It's like you got a good chance,
It's
buddy.
super
You
low.
have a good chance, pal.
That being
Yeah.
said, a lot of the standards that men feel that they don't fulfill are created by other men as well.
Yeah.
It's like
They're fulfilling the wrong standards.
Yeah.
And this is what I mean whenever I be talking to men. I'm like, y'all don't realize men are victims of the patriarchy too.
no, it's true, it's true,
No,
it's
yeah.
true. It's a,
Men
That's
are
actually
victims
so
of
real.
the
people
patriarchy.
need to men need to watch the fucking Barbie movies to understand. I swear, you know what I mean?
Yes. Oh my
God,
gosh.
I'm-
Please
You
watch
are Ken.
Barbie.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to be like a pick me guy here.
Uh-huh.
But honestly, that sequence when the Billie Eilish song came out, I cried, man.
Yeah.
I was bawling.
Yeah.
That shit was incredible, dude.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, like, man, you gotta chill, bro. You're putting
Yeah.
yourself down, man.
Yeah. Don't let other
And I-
men
and I-
pull you down. First of all,
Yeah.
right? You know, Andrew Tate. Don't listen to him. He's a moron.
Listen to
What
us.
does he know?
Yeah.
Listen to us.
Right.
Listen to us. We're not the most masculine men there is. In fact, I feel like I'm pretty feminine. He's pretty feminine. He's pretty feminine. You know what I mean? And look at us. We're fucking married. You
We're
know,
we're the right kind of man.
and we're happy with. I hope my wife is happy. But we're happy with her.
Your wife is very happy with you.
I mean, I hope so.
I'm sure she's very
She
happy.
seems very happy.
I
She
hope
seems
so.
ecstatic.
I hope so.
As a neutral third party who knows your wife. Peter,
You should meet my wife. You guys will get along. Yeah.
you should meet both our wives.
You should meet both of us. Yeah. Yeah, it'll be great.
It'd be a whole girls.
We'll
thing.
we'll have a gathering in this
In this space.
In this very
on
space.
these
Yeah,
hollow
one of these days,
grounds.
yeah.
No, and also what would be the reverse of this? Because at the same time, like, okay,
Okay.
listen, of course, as the woman on the panel, I will make an admission.
Oh, here we
I
go.
think it is,
Let's go.
you know, men, the way that most men and boys have been socialized needs to be confronted, needs to be reevaluated, reanalyzed, and we need to talk about it, right? The main
I'm really sorry.
Dude, just drink out of it. Just drink out of it, dude. Just drink out of it, man. I don't mind. You're making so much noise,
She's
bro.
trying to make a serious point. You're straight up like kilang air di tengah-tengah ini.
And it's so loud too. It's so loud,
kayak
bro.
suara cowok lagi kencing.
I thought I was gonna get away with it. I was not.
Get a water break, Chris.
Water break.
Water break, yeah.
Wait, yeah, where is my tumbler?
It's down there.
oh, yeah, no.
It just kind of fell down.
Yeah, let me grab it.
Okay.
There you go.
Thank you. See, this is what I need men for.
Labor.
Yeah.
Mm.
For audio listeners, we are refilling and
we are.
drinking.
We are hydrating.
Stay hydrated, folks.
Stay
Be careful.
hydrated.
Be careful.
Totally hydrated, folks.
All right.
Totally hydrated.
That's
folks.
totally
That's
hydrated.
folks,
Folks,
that's
it's crazy.
But
With
no,
the
I was
hydro.
saying,
Yeah. What were you gonna
what
say?
would be the reverse of this? Because as the woman on the panel, okay, the
Yeah.
one
Okay.
thing that I will confess to is I talk to a lot of men about how they have a lot of pent up resentment towards the feminism movement, and some things are valid, some things are not. What is valid is we have now created a modern pop culture whereby it is totally okay and it's even totally cool to shit on men,
Yeah.
but not hold women accountable for their baggage.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah.
Like out of fear of it coming across as being misogynistic or whatever. And I see there is validity in that, and what's the word? Concede to it. I concede to
Yeah.
it. The flip side, I'm wondering what would be the flip side of this conversation, right? Because just now you were talking about how, men, like if you just put in a little bit more effort, men, like they will land all of these women that are so
Yeah.
beautiful and they're so, and just, but these men are shit. The opposite also, happens. Like I've
Like
seen
the fem cells.
what are femcells?
They're like the.
Misandrous?
Is it just like
A
the-
little, yeah.
you
So
gotta- you gotta
there's
tell me
a
about
little
it.
bit, yeah. So
I
there's
think
a
he
little
knows
bit, yeah. As someone who, unfortunately, not just chronically online, but also used to like pursue femcells.
Yeah.
Maybe not necessarily true, but like no, I think femcells is sort of like people who I don't think they're like involuntarily celibate the
Celibate?
same way that like incels are. I think they're just women who sometimes willingly, but sometimes also unwillingly, just take themselves off the dating market. I think it's like some of these girlies will be like, I'm decentering men, and I'm like, sometimes that's a lot of the like. I think that paints a very bad picture of the movement, but that's
100%.
Yeah, right.
I don't fuck with that shit. I'm as
Yeah,
liberal
but
as it
I mean,
gets.
like most of the times when I'm with these women and be like, yeah, sure, you're decentering men, but are you centering yourself, girl? Please, yeah, because I think. To answer your question, I think there's a lot of ways that we could take this conversation, but just one of the things is like, I think a lot of women have yet to like really, and we're also not in that place yet as a society because the patriarchy is still out there, it needs to be fought, and it's bad.
Yeah.
But I think we also need to really talk about like some of the ways that like women still like, I think, reinforce certain patriarchal things.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, and I think I don't know if we're ready to have that conversation because that's, again, I don't want to like reinforce, like I don't want to give patriarchy points, you know.
Right.
But there's a lot of like, yeah, like I have been in certain situations where I'm like, I think women passed over me just because maybe in certain ways I don't necessarily like, I don't know, to long story short, maybe I'm too feminine, or like
Yeah.
I don't
Right.
fulfill a certain like type of like where I'm like, so yeah, I think that's some of the things that still need to be talked about, where like women, I
Yeah.
think need to take a look at like, oh, what part of like my like relationship expectations or relationship standards are actually rooted in patriarchy and not just, you know, because like if you want like a better life to be, so if you want to be like, you know, like safe, if you want to be like, you know, have your own agency life, go ahead, do that. But like sometimes, you know, yeah, because sometimes there's like this dissonance in like certain women where they're like, oh yeah, I want like a man who's like, you know, who loves me, who's safe, who's like kind, hardworking, but at the same time they're kind of like, yeah, but I don't want him to like, you know, be too gay or something, because that's like a very common
Contradicting as well.
yeah,
You can't have it.
yeah,
both
that's a very
ways.
common like thing of like, yeah, like he's a little gay, like it's also like a little like biphobia as well, where like, you know, I think there's a lot of women who would be very happy dating a bi
By man, yeah.
Listen, I gotta say really quickly.
Yeah?
Best sex I've ever had. Bisexual men.
No, yeah, exactly, because I think they've really had to like bisexual men, I think just had a long hard look at the mirror and just be like, yeah, evaluate themselves a little bit better.
Yeah.
And they've also have like, I think, a wider, more diverse set of experiences. But I know a lot of women who are like, I don't know if I'd date a bi man just because like, you
Right.
know, and I'm like, why?
But again, that goes back to how we have all these preferences and types of like these notions of what we want in a partner, and we don't. It's not actually what we want. It's what we think. It's not what we actually want. It's what
We think
we
we
think
want.
we should
We-
want.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
what we
Been
think we
impressed
should
upon
want.
us, yeah.
Well,
You need to have a little bit of self-reflection to be able to actually figure out what you really want in a way.
Oh, yeah,
it
for
feels
sure.
like
You
it's
have
a
to-
really hard thing.
yeah, and having to you know do the mental work to sit down with yourself and to really divorce who you are, what you really want versus what society tells you is very difficult.
100%.
Yeah,
Yeah.
100%.
Because like if I'm being like a devil's advocate,
Yeah.
to Dan's point, I'd be like, well, that's just people's preferences, bro. Maybe like she doesn't want a guy who wears makeup. Then like, how do you begin to know
right.
what is like truly the things that you prefer,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
and then like the things that maybe have been
Right.
conditioned by society? But even those preferences that were conditioned, are those themselves valid?
Yes.
Or are they not? You know what I mean?
Right,
Because
yeah.
a lot of people can just like, oh well, I just like, I'm not telling you to not date bi men.
Right.
I don't want to date bi men.
Yes,
Let's say
yes.
something like that. You know
Yeah,
what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah. And
Yeah.
it's, when it comes to your preferences and types, I really want to take the time to say this. I really
Mhm.
want to reiterate: you can have whatever preferences and types you want. You can you can have almost whatever preferences and
Yeah.
types that you want.
Yeah.
Right.
Mhm.
These preferences and types, the requisites to them are, number one, your preferences and your types cannot be in such a way that they are rooted in the vulnerability and the oppression and subjugation of that person.
Right.
Does,
Yeah.
does that make sense? Like your
Yeah.
preference cannot be. I prefer younger women
Yeah.
because they're a blank slate,
Yeah.
and a lot of men say
Right.
that.
Yeah.
A lot of men say that.
Like
Yeah.
I prefer people I can manipulate.
Yes,
basically.
exactly.
Yeah.
I
Yes.
prefer people with no opinions and no
Because-
agency.
Because here's
Mhm.
the thing, like a lot of men take issue with women making more money,
Mhm.
Yeah.
right? They don't really. What's the logic behind
Right,
that?
It's a
okay.
control
What's the
thing.
logic
Yeah.
behind that?
Yeah.
Right? And then
Yeah.
if you, I've actually engaged in conversation with some of these men, and like I literally inquire like, what is your issue with a woman making
Yeah,
more,
okay.
with a woman making more money? And it's and however way they say it, it all ultimately comes back to how you are scared that because she has more money, she's going to exercise more control and authority over you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which means that if you want to be the person in that, with the roles being reversed, you want to be the person in the relationship with more money. It's
Yeah.
because you want to hold on to control and authority
Yeah,
over her.
that's
You
true.
want
Yeah.
them to be
Yeah.
dependent over you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Isn't that
You want them
crazy?
to basically
Yeah.
have no agency, no exit, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yes,
like that's a
exactly.
good point. So like the preferences become invalid when it's a
Contingent
way to
upon-
manipulate. Yeah.
When your preferences are contingent upon them being in a position of vulnerability
Mm.
or susceptibility to
Yeah.
oppression, subjugation, abuse,
Okay.
right?
Right.
So that's the first one. And then also the other thing about your preferences is this is easier said than done, but like know why.
Yeah.
Do you know why? Like,
Mhm.
Yeah.
like because okay, certain preferences you might have certain preferences for your partner that I might disagree with, but if you can you can substantiate yourself why, like, and the reasons are not rooted in again like
Yeah.
vulnerability.
Why you like the things that you
Mhm.
like?
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
Like, just know why you like the things that you like.
Yeah.
You know.
Y'all
Yeah,
are looking at me
You're
like,
on track. No, yeah, no, because sometimes when you really like think down and yeah, because sometimes like I've had these conversations with my therapist where it'll be like, why do I like the things that I like? And then we dig down, and then turns out like, oh no, I don't like the reason why I like the way that I like. Be like, yeah, because sometimes being like, yeah, like I don't know how much I want to divulge, but sometimes it's just like I dig deep, and then when I dig deep, it's always either like, oh, the reason I like the way that I like is like, oh, some form of trauma, and be like,
Yeah.
oh no, and you're being like, maybe I shouldn't like that anymore, because that's what self-reflection grants you, just the ability to be like, maybe these things that I'm optimizing for aren't going to be the best decisions for me in the long run, and I need to like switch it up, right? But if you have done the self-reflection and you're like, you know what, I like this, and I'm okay with the reason that I like this, it's fine.
Yeah.
Actually, I just had a thought. Can this is a fresh thought, so I'm gonna frame it as a question.
Go
Can
on.
your preferences and types also can they be double standarded?
How do you mean double standarded?
Like so, for example, like it's so
It's okay for you to have a certain type, but it's not okay for that other person to have a
As in,
certain type.
if your preference is let me come up with an example. If a man does not do skincare, wear makeup, maybe
right.
that I would prefer it if a man
smoke.
doesn't, or maybe not that one, but it's like, but how come it's okay when women wear skincare and makeup?
That
Oh.
yeah, right. Yeah. That comes back more. That comes back to the whole patriarchy thing and kind of what.
like if women
are
are
framed.
like,
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
There's a lot of
let's love like makeup.
yeah.
But, like,
I
I
think there's
don't-
just a lot of performance and labor that goes into like presenting femme and being a woman than it is compared to like men.
I feel like we're looking at it from three different angles.
Yeah.
Yeah, boys, I gotta be honest. Yeah.
Hold on.
I'm just stuck on
Or what
thighs.
about like
and-
okay? I think money might be the easier example. It's
Sure.
like
Sure.
I would
Let's go
prefer
with
if a man I would prefer if a man makes more than me,
Okay.
Right. Okay.
like way more than me.
Okay.
So because it's or actually hold on, maybe it's the other way around. I would if a man says I would prefer a woman to make more than me,
Okay.
right? But then and then I don't know, maybe somebody refutes that and it's like, no, that can't be the way. And then but why is it okay when it's the opposite, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I think I'm kind of
Yeah, I get it. Yeah, generally.
Yeah.
We'll
This
say-
is a very fresh thought. Literally
Okay.
I freshly pulled it out of my ass.
I think my answer for that question is actually quite easy,
Yeah.
and it stems from the part of me that's an anarchist.
Oh, go on.
I think it's just
Thanks, Indah.
things are. Now I'm thinking. No,
A lot of thinking going
A
on.
lot of thinking going on
No,
here.
I think it's just good to subvert standards. Even though maybe
Sure.
maybe there's like, oh yeah, why is it okay? Why is it better when a woman why is it like morally or like
Yeah.
progressively better when a woman makes more than a man compared to when a man makes more than a woman?
Right.
And sometimes the answer is just like, hey, it's good to just upset the way that things already are.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
with so much of like our, if we're talking about like, if it's good for a relationship, for them to be equal.
Yeah.
And the reason why it's good for them to be equal is usually because when you are equal, you have most agency.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
You can
It's
do
true.
what you want. If you don't like a situation, you can leave it. But if you like a situation, you can lean into it, right?
Yes.
We live in a world right now that is already depriving us of so much agency, right?
Yes.
There's, take any pick. Fascism is coming back. The climate's collapsing. Late stage capitalism, everything, right?
Ding, ding,
The
ding.
whole-
So,
ding,
right?
Bringing back the
Ding, ding, ding,
political.
ding, ding,
Yeah,
ding.
right. Ding, 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 ding. Right. So, like, I think we want to make choices that upset that status quo,
Right.
Because even though it's not always the case, right? Again, there's nuance in every situation, but it's generally good to upset the status quo because the status quo, especially in this country, has already like deprived us of so much of our agency, right?
Right.
There you
So
go.
yeah, like why is it, because sometimes I find myself asking that, like, oh yeah, why is it that like, I'm more when I'm swiping on Bumble, why am I more comfortable if like the woman is like dressing a little bit more mask and is a little showing more like masculine, like why am I
Attributes.
more why am I biased towards that, right?
Okay.
And at the end of the day, the best answer that I could come up with was like, because I feel like if you are making those choices, you are already like, comfortable with like, maybe like upsetting the status quo a little bit.
Okay.
Right. And so I think that's generally why it's like, it does feel a little bit double standardy-ish, but like some things are okay for them to only go in one direction, right?
Right.
It's like a thing
Yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah.
bro, it's like that reverse racism meme.
Ah,
Like, right? Where it's like,
yeah.
there's no such a like, what if you're racist against white people and being like,
White people have never been oppressed other than by other white people.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly,
Oh my
right?
gosh,
Like,
yeah. I mean,
let's
no
be
one
real.
went to your country, took a bunch of your shit, and then left,
Yeah.
and then
Yeah.
gave you a shitty passport
Let's
Yeah.
be real.
in
Yeah.
return, right?
A shitty Indonesian passport.
You've never had that problem, right?
No.
Yeah.
No, you
Yeah.
really haven't.
You
Yeah.
you can come to this country, no visa required. I have to humiliate myself for 3 months and like show you my bank account, my whatever, my family history, whatever. Right? Having just to like fucking be there for like 2 weeks.
Please, I already spent money. Allow me to spend more money.
Please, groveling at your feet. So it's
Yeah.
stuff like that where it's just like it's good to like upset the status quo in
Get a
general.
little silly a little bit.
Yeah,
Get a little silly.
because the world is already like a shitty place anyway. Just like, yeah, fuck it up, fuck shit up,
Yeah.
Fuck around and find out what's the worst that could happen.
Oh yeah, no. Oh dear. I think we've kind of figured out what's the worst that can happen. We're living through it we're living through it right
No,
now.
yeah,
aren't we?
exactly, right?
Yeah.
How much worse can it get? I'm already on
It
the
can, it
worst.
can get a lot worse.
I'm
Dude.
already living the worst timeline possible. So like,
We still haven't got guns in our hands.
don't know about that, man.
I'd like to keep that if that's all right.
Yeah.
Keep that peace.
I don't know.
Actually, interesting.
Yeah.
I don't want to say anything that could be.
Is it time for
incriminating.
games?
It is time for games. Actually, it's
My
a good.
Minecraft LARPing server.
Oh yeah, man. I'm a big fan of your Minecraft LARPing server.
You get it?
No, I was gonna say double standards and make a really good segue into what I want to do next, which is
Oh.
you got a little. We got some
stuff.
we got some stuff in
We
there.
got some games.
We got some games, yeah. Yeah. So everyone, ignore the fact that that's teal and pink. It's actually red and green.
I prefer it so much better in these
Pastel.
hues. Pastel.
It's adorable, right? Yeah, pastel. So give one
The
to
only one I had at home.
one green and one pink to Indah, and for you, and you
Okay.
pass it down.
Okay.
All right, and we're gonna be looking at a
Thank
bunch
you
of
very much.
scenarios,
Scenarios.
and we're gonna be saying whether they're red flags or green flags. Now, most of them are still probably like in the talking stage and the early dating stage.
Okay.
But I'll throw some in that are also like
Alright.
really deep into the relationship shit. So
Okay.
okay.
yeah, let's
Oh,
see.
Wait, are you pulling these from any like real life things, or are you just come
Maybe
up
it's
with?
a mix.
Oh yeah, maybe it's a mix. I don't know.
Okay, you know what? Yeah.
Those
Let's
poor
mix it up.
saps listening to this on Spotify will never know what happens.
Ooh.
They can't see our flags.
You can't see the cuteness of these
Yeah.
pastel hues.
Yeah, they're pastel.
Mm.
All right.
Here we go. Number one, they are very diligent with hygiene and skincare.
Green.
Green.
Oh my god, how
I'll
is
take
that? How is that even
Yeah.
in any alternate universe a red flag?
I mean, we gotta be honest. A lot of guys don't do that, and they're like,
That's a red flag.
I want to remain like they're like I want to remain dirty so that I maintain my masculinity.
There's literally movements of people of men who don't like shower
I swear.
Yeah.
or like don't use soap.
Well, but that might be different. But what we can acknowledge is that there are a lot of men that they internalize this notion of skincare, taking care of yourself as a feminine trait,
Yeah.
and so to do that is to emasculate them.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like
When really, listen, I'm not gonna kiss no motherfucker with chapped lips.
Uh-huh.
So funny, but that's surreal.
Listen,
get some chapstick, boys.
Yeah.
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 Yup.
Hydrate.
Yep. And also the likelihood of me saying yes to getting married to you when you do not wear sunscreen and it increases your risks of getting skin cancer by tenfold.
Yep. Yeah.
Listen, I don't want to get married to a man I know who's gonna die in like the next I don't know, like 30 years.
Yeah.
Leave me all
There
alone
you
with
go.
him. Yeah.
Get
no.
that sunscreen, boys.
Yep. Chapstick and sunscreen.
Green flag.
Moisturizer.
Moist-
It's like
Moisturizer.
baseline level of hygiene that
Yeah.
you need.
Hey
you know?
man.
Yeah.
Yeah. How like diligent are you with your?
What's
I
your
mean,
skincare
It's just
routine?
changed my life, man.
What?
Like my
Oh.
the skincare routine that Zara
Oh, really?
implemented to my face has changed my life.
I was gonna say you have
Yeah, you
beautiful
look
skin.
Oh, thank you so much.
You have beautiful skin. She did such a good job.
She did
Yeah.
amazing. Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
that's such a
Your
massive
Your skin
compliment
is so
from you.
clear. Yeah.
Yeah.
You were
Thank
a
you.
musty ass motherfucker before you.
swear.
I'm just joking.
I bet
We need
no,
to see the
it's
pictures.
true.
Not because
true.
it's real. Like men, like listen, you can tell the quality of the relationship by the before and after of the man.
By the glow up.
Yeah,
by
the
glow up of
relationship
the man.
up, yeah.
Oh my
Mm,
gosh.
crazy.
And it's very revealing that most post breakup, most women have a glow and most men don't. That's very revealing.
Take
Oh,
it
yeah.
easy. Take it easy on the protein. It causes back knee.
yeah.
There you go.
Women will prefer you to have nice, clean, healthy skin than like a huge back, but like a lot of back knee stuff.
100%.
There you go.
All right, next scenario. I don't really fight with my exes. They were just crazy.
Huh?
They say I don't really fight with my exes. They were just crazy.
I think that can be a red flag.
That's
for
a
me.
red flag. Like immediately, like I'm tasting a bit of narcissism.
Mm.
Yeah, because like you gotta have some kind of self awareness that
Right.
you know, like a breakup is like it takes two to tango. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
Acknowledge your acknowledge your contributions.
I don't.
Take accountability.
Yeah, but I feel like sure there might be scenarios where
Uh-huh.
whoever it is you're dating was crazy.
Nah, because if they're talking about one specific individual,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
I'll give them that. But if
Yeah.
it's you talking
If
about
all of them are crazy.
Yeah,
that's
man.
right, yeah.
You are the common factor in that,
Yeah,
not,
yeah.
not them.
you are
Okay.
the common
Yeah.
denominator,
Yeah,
sir.
Yeah.
Or ma'am.
I'm also I must also say that like at least coming from like a man's perspective, you hear that coming from a man. There's just like a particular like stink that I get from when men say women are crazy, being like,
Yeah.
okay, you are already like that's already like a red flag because
Yeah.
that's a very common like derogatory thing that like
Yeah.
men just like throw around,
Yeah.
and that just shows me that like okay, yeah, you think less of women because they're I don't know too emotional or whatever the fuck.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, next scenario. I think this one's gonna be a little bit more. I don't know. It's, this is
Polarizing.
this goes back to preference versus type, or whether that kind of thing is.
Okay.
Okay.
Some nuance.
If it's a man,
Yeah. Saying.
they tell you or they expect you to be a stay-at-home mom after you get married and have a child.
Red.
Yeah.
There's no way around that.
I don't think there was maybe there was nuance there, but like I feel
No,
like very
no,
clear
there's
cut.
no-
It's very
Yeah.
clear
No,
cut.
actually, I would argue there's no nuance there. Why? Because you said just now the man tells.
Oh, that's a
Yeah.
good point. I didn't
Yeah.
say
It's
that,
like you
didn't I?
take the
Yeah.
agency away.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
you don't get to decide.
Right.
I get to decide for you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Being a stay-at-home parent, listen, like whether you a stay-at-home mom or you a stay-at-home dad, that is perfectly valid as long as that is your choice.
Yeah, if you want to do it.
Yeah.
Yes.
If both partners are like they enthusiastically consent,
Yeah.
it's fine.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, ain't nobody telling
Yeah.
nobody to do anything here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
No,
We're having conversations. We're adults.
red, major red.
Yeah.
Well, and then also flip it the other way around. Like, why do I gotta be the one to stay home and take care of the kids? Why don't you do it if I make more money than you?
Yeah.
Yeah,
That is,
that's true.
that is. We didn't get to talk as much about this, but like that is very, very true. How like that whole like, oh, life is just a bunch of checkpoints, and I should be married by now. A lot of men like really, really love the fact that like, oh, I want to have more people with my name on this planet. I'm like, shut the fuck up.
Yep.
Yeah, like kids. You're not, most men who want that don't barely do any of the work involved in like.
You know what? Can I throw this out? Can I throw this out there?
You can throw anything out there.
Yeah.
Ask, especially, I would say, hold on, does this go both ways or is it especially for men? Maybe it goes both ways, but right now, like I'm coming from the perspective of a woman, right? Who's like, you know, with straight men. I'm gonna ask him, are you okay with adoption?
Adoption, right? Yeah.
Right?
I love adoption.
Are you okay with adoption?
Yeah.
There is nothing wrong. Here's the caveat. There's nothing wrong. Of course, you wanting your own biological children.
Yeah.
Right? But would you be okay under the specific scenario that either I make the decision that I do not, for whatever reason, like we can talk about it, I do not want to carry. I do not want to get pregnant.
Right.
I do not want to carry a baby. Right? Or I can't. I'm infertile.
Yeah.
Or you're infertile.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay? A lot of men like to forget that sometimes like infertility issues, like they the problem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No way.
It goes both ways.
It goes both ways.
It cannot be.
Right? Are you okay? Right? Are you okay with adoption? Because that will tell you a lot about how whether he wants to be a dad versus if he just wants to father.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. It's true.
Yeah.
Wow.
Is
Really
your
good
children
insight.
like a status symbol for you, or do you just want a relationship with someone?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Next scenario. They let their parents decide major relationship choices.
Huh?
Dude.
They let their
parents?
parents.
Parents decide.
They relinquish all autonomy to their parents?
Hey, I gotta be honest. I know people who are
Yeah.
like that,
Oh,
and their like entire marriage was just based on like
All
whatever
red
their parents
Oh,
wanted.
hell no. Oh, hell no.
Yeah.
look like I'm of the opinion, of course, like you have to, your family's a big part of your life.
Yeah.
Your parents, mom and dad, depending on your relationship with them. But like I'm of the opinion that when you decide to marry someone and you marry, like your spouse needs to be your priority.
Yeah.
Like in any scenario where you find yourself having a kind of like spat, I guess, or like an argument where you have to, we have to take a side with your spouse. If you can't find yourself in that situation, maybe that's not the right person.
You guys remember that one? It's super viral on the internet. You choose your wife or your wife or your mom?
Do you treat your wife
your wife or your mom?
Yeah, is it your wife? You choose your wife or your mom. It has to be your wife,
Yeah.
No, yeah, of course.
100%. 100%.
right? Well, hold on,
Yeah.
hold on. There's a logic to it. Someone explain it to me. Let me see if I can re-elaborate. It has to be between you, the child, right? You're a son, your mom or your wife. It has to be your wife
Right.
because your mom, dad already chooses mom.
Right.
Yeah.
But that's assuming you have a dad. 'Cause I don't.
Right.
But right, like hold on, is that the logic?
I feel like, obviously like all things like
Yeah.
in life, there's going to be some nuance to it. Like what
What are you choosing?
You're not going to find yourself in a burning building and you have to save only one of each. But
yeah.
in general, like you have to side with your spouse.
Yes.
Like you have to
Yes.
side with your spouse. And this is more like, petty disagreements or like arguments or whatever, or like
Oh my God, I'm so sorry. No, I remember why now. Because
Okay.
the reason is loving your child. Maybe some people might argue this, but loving your child comes naturally.
Right.
You have to choose to love your wife.
Yeah, no, it's true.
Yeah, no, yeah.
Yeah.
I think like parental love is an obligation. Like if you have a kid, they didn't choose to be
Born.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you made that choice for them, so it is also your responsibility like to provide for them and shit.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And so and also just like
yeah.
Yeah.
again, like I'm going back to the like, hey, upsetting the status quo is always good, at least in my book. You can disagree with me on that. But yeah, I just feel like, especially in Indonesia, where we are so collectivist and like, God, don't let me get started about filial piety.
Yeah.
Right? Where
yeah.
it's very, very strong. And as someone who has dated a chindo before, like that is also very, very bad. It was like, it was bad. I'm not saying it's bad in general, but like at least in my scenario, it was pretty bad. And so I think it was just like, I think I would like to be with people who are like capable of like choosing me in a situation like that. And just makes me feel a little bit safer.
Okay. Yeah.
There you go.
Okay. Let's move on to the next scenario.
Yes.
Yeah.
This
Come
one
on,
is gonna
throw
be
some hard ones. Throw some
this one is
curveballs.
gonna have this one might have a little nuance. They insist
Yeah.
on always paying.
They insist.
They insist.
On
Oh.
always paying.
So for me, it's the man. For you guys, it's the.
The wife.
Okay.
The
What? There you go. No, I'm not.
Okay. Bisexual?
I lean towards femme though. Like I lean towards I'm attracted to like people who are femme, but like
Okay.
whatever under that category is good.
Is that a pansexual?
A little bit. I think
Okay.
it's of that flavor, but
Okay.
like generally attracted towards femme. So like it doesn't matter if you're like, you know, if
he doesn't belong to a
yeah,
box.
if you were like a cis woman, trans
Okay.
woman, femboy, generally under that category, sure.
All right, but generally you're attracted more to femininity.
Yes.
Okay.
There you go.
All right.
Okay, so they insist on always paying.
Oh, this is a very diverse panel. Okay.
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 I think for me that's definitely not a red flag. But with the caveat that like a class.
Yeah.
No.
Like-
and why?
What do you mean?
Like, that's the thing. Like, I
The
don't.
motivation, right?
Well, what's
Yeah,
the
yeah.
motivation? Why do
Yeah, yeah.
you always want to pay?
That's basically what I'm saying. Like I think it can go either way. This is good. Nuance.
Mm.
This is good because like as long as like they don't force their way into it. Like if you know like you they discount your age. It's like what if like I want to pay because I feel good right now. But,
Yeah.
and also if they're e-class with it and not kind of like out of some weird
E-class
sense of
means sincere.
obligation. Sincere,
Yeah.
yeah. Not out of some weird sense of obligation that they will resent you for later on, even though
Yeah.
they put themselves in that situation. If they can be sincere with it, it can be a green flag for me.
Okay.
Okay. For me, oh yeah, especially like being a woman. If he insists on paying, for me, that would be a bit of a red. Okay, maybe not a red flag.
Mm.
Orange. I would be cautious.
An orange flag.
It would be orange.
Okay.
I would be.
An amber
I would be
flag.
cautious because
sense.
a man that has that kind of preference, it stems from somewhere,
Right.
Yeah.
and it usually stems from the things that we were talking about just now.
Yeah.
You know, traditional gender roles
Yeah.
and gender norms and conservative values. I have nothing wrong. Okay, here's the thing. I'm clearly very socially liberal. I have nothing wrong with conservative values as long as you know how to back it up and as long as it makes sense.
Right.
There's a lot of conservative values I value. Like it makes sense. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right? But if it's like you constantly insist on paying, what is the logic behind that?
Right.
Because first of all, and to your point, the why is important. If you're doing this because you feel that you as a man, you are entitled, not entitled, sorry, but as a man,
Obligated.
you are obligated in a way. Yes, you are obligated you as a man, you feel like you have to be the person that is in a more dominant position, regardless of what department
yeah.
it is, whether it be financials or whatever,
Mhm.
right? That what I'm trying to say is that it points towards there is a theme here that I am sensing
Yeah.
that right now in this situation, you paint for me like, okay, superficially, like that plays to my favor because I'm not spending any money.
Right,
Yeah.
okay.
But that way of
It
thinking,
can
that
trickle
theme,
into other things.
yes,
Yeah.
Yeah.
like when applied to other things, then I'm gonna be at a disadvantage. So that for me is a
Okay.
little bit of an orange flag.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because you really have to interrogate where does it come from,
Yeah,
right?
it-
Right, yeah.
why?
Okay, yeah, it goes back to like the whole control thing.
Raise your
Right.
flag, man.
Yeah,
I don't know. I still haven't decided. I mean,
That was a good one, bro.
yeah.
Thank you.
yeah, thank you for throwing this
Appreciate it.
curveball. And this is the scenario where like, so that means that like the lady is paying, insists on paying in my
Yeah.
in my case,
Yeah.
and not me, or not her expecting me.
It doesn't matter. You can if you're
So she's always insisting that she gotta be the one to pay.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
Yeah, I think it goes back again. That's a little bit of an orange flag, maybe leaning more towards red here because that's like
Okay.
I'm like, where is this coming from?
Yeah.
Right? Where
It-
I'm
and
like,
it's especially
this is coming from a person who really likes dating eldest daughters again, and I'm going to be the first to like wave my own red flag on that part because that's been a really bad part of my dating history.
it's especially
Right.
peculiar when it's a woman.
Yeah, it's I
Because
think
where is that coming
yeah,
from?
because where is that coming from?
Because for dudes, like, okay, I know
Right.
where that's coming from.
yeah, whereas it's bad,
Like,
but I
where's-
also
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
but like in the
I
case-
know where it's coming from if
Yeah.
you're a dude. Exactly.
But if
Yeah,
it's
right.
a woman, like I mean,
are you
props-
okay?
Yeah, props to you.
Right.
But like, where is that
Are
coming
you
from?
overcompensating
Well,
for
I know
something?
women. No, but I know women like that. Like tying to what you said about how sometimes like there are people that they defy norms. They challenge norms. And listen, it's coming from me. Like if anybody on the internet know me, like
Yeah.
they know me for challenging norms. Like there's
Mhm.
nothing
Yeah.
wrong with challenging norms, but there sometimes you find the people that do that out of where am I going with this? You want to challenge norms. Sometimes it can either be like you're a bit of a pick me girl and you want to like you want to be different,
Right.
right? It's to set yourself apart. It's to grant you special status in the eyes
Yep,
of society. It could be that, or it could also be
Like you're aggressively going against it
Yeah.
in
Yeah.
spite, like out of spite.
like out of spite. Yeah.
I'm just gonna. Can I interject?
Yes, for sure.
No, yeah. I would just say, I know a lot of people who live life against the grain, where it's like, what do you know? Like, I know.
Yeah, a contrarian by nature.
Oh yeah, contrarian
Contrarian.
by
That's you,
nature.
Daniel.
Which
But no, I don't think I am contrarian
Nah,
by,
no,
by
no,
nature.
no, that's a good point,
I'm
yeah.
contrarian by nature.
Okay, yeah,
actually.
that I
Okay.
totally understand. I don't think I'm a contrarian by nature. I think I just by nature of like being in like a lot of like queer spaces and queer communities. I think those people who are
Right.
just like
Yeah.
it's not that they're like I'm contrarian to like because like I like it. I think they're just like just by being just by sheer virtue of existing, they're already like upsetting a lot of like
That's a really good point.
like
You're right.
things. And
Yeah.
so like and
Yeah.
so like my answer to that is like, where is it coming from? Because if it's coming from like some people are like really at least in the case of like sticking to like paying all the time, are you doing this because that is who you are? Or are you doing this because you're running away from something? Because
Right.
a lot of people, especially like, as in like the queer community, a lot of people lean into certain like dating preferences, gender presentation preferences, and that's all fine,
Yeah.
There's no one way of like being queer and existing, but there's sometimes you make those choices because you're running away from something,
Mhm.
and then there's sometimes you make those choices because inside that's the truest self that you could be. If that is the truest self that you could be, fine. But if
Yeah.
you're running away from something, I'm being like,
We're trying to prove a point.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you're running away from something, that means that you're like, oh, there's something inside you that you still are not at peace with,
Mhm.
and like honestly, that usually like spills over to like other things
Yeah.
where I'm being like, oh, that might be red flag territory.
So it really depends on the motivations and sincerity.
it really does.
Yeah.
It really does.
Because I'm contrarian by nature, but the root of that is because I'm very hypercritical. I
Mhm.
always question everything, right?
Yeah.
Because if everybody likes something, why do you like this?
Did you question your choice about joining this podcast?
Oh no, she
That's
is.
a long time to think. Oh
She's
my
questioning
god.
it as we speak.
Oh
No,
no.
because I wanted to be on here.
Oh, that's true. Oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
No.
No question.
No question.
So maybe
No doubts.
So maybe
Cheers to
being
that.
on this
and I know-
podcast, maybe being on this podcast is the contrarian
That
choice.
is true. That
Because
is
why
true.
the fuck would you be on a podcast with 700 listeners?
Yeah. No, yeah. Well, you could
Yeah,
have.
like a new, like a, yeah, like a,
Yeah.
oh yeah.
You
like
could
a
have
new
gone to
beginning.
Deddy Corbusier. You could have gone to,
Oh, Jesus.
Hell no.
Wee
No.
podcast. No, you've decided.
Anybody. Yeah, I
you
could go on
decided to tell
anybody.
folks. We appreciate you for that, Indah.
Right?
Yeah.
No, but the thing. Oh yeah. Expanding on what you just said, I'm contrarian by nature because the root of that is being critical.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There are
Yeah,
people
yeah.
that are contrarian because it's cool to be contrarian,
Mm.
or just
Yeah.
because you like the drama.
Like, you
Right.
have
Yeah.
drama.
Yeah, you like the
Yeah.
drama.
You
Yeah.
do it out of
Attention,
spite,
yeah.
basically.
No, and also like on this is a very good question because like what would you guys say about if it's a man?
Can I hold the flag then, in that case?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Thank you.
If it's a man
Mm-hmm.
and he always wants to split,
Always wants to split.
Always wants to split.
very egalitarian.
I don't know. I feel like
The
I feel
always
like,
is always tripping me up.
Yeah,
That
yeah,
sentence,
okay.
right?
All right.
But no, yeah.
that's throwing up orange flags for me. I gotta
Okay,
be honest.
let me be like
You
very,
don't
very.
want to treat your lady at least
Exactly.
once.
It'd be nice.
Yeah.
It'd be nice to
No,
treat.
exactly.
Yeah, exactly. Like you want to show appreciation.
What if
too.
I say most of the time he would prefer that him and his, assuming that this is a cisgender heterosexual,
Okay.
Yeah.
man, him and his girlfriend would mostly split the bill. Like most times, default to splitting the bill
Yeah.
during special occasions. Then there would be special occasions where like he would treat her, she would treat him.
I think that depends on the arrangement between each person.
Yeah, but I feel like that's closer to a green flag
Oh,
for me.
Yeah.
green
Okay.
flag.
I'd say it's a green flag.
Just
yeah.
because,
Because
like,
it seems like a very neutral standpoint, you know?
yeah.
Is it just a
Like-
yellow flag then?
Like it's fair when it's fair.
Yeah.
And, then,
Yeah.
like, and then like there are times where you want to splurge a little bit for your
Yeah.
lady and that.
yeah, I would say it's
I'd
a green
say
flag. Yeah.
Yeah.
All things being equal.
Definitely greener
Oh.
Yeah.
than the last one.
For sure.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think leading more towards like again like equality allows for agency. So I think that's the safer option.
Mhm.
Right.
And then
Yeah.
they just like
Right.
talk. to
Would
your lady.
would your inclination to like green or red differ if it were the opposite? So a cisgender heterosexual woman is always insisting on we always
there.
most of the
Oh,
time, barring a special occasions,
Mhm.
we would default to splitting the bill.
In the bill? I think that's,
I think that's
yeah,
still
I think
green
it's still
for
a green
me.
flag for me.
Still a
Yeah.
green?
Yeah.
Okay. Right. Because it's you guys say green when it's the woman faster than when it was the man.
Right.
Yeah.
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 There's an interesting nuance in that, I will say.
Yeah.
The fact that we were like, oh, it says a lot about the sort of, you know,
Yeah, that's the man in us talking.
the man
The
is
man
talking,
in us
man.
talking.
Yeah.
Right.
The
Why do you have
masculine
men
man
inside
side of
us,
us, yeah.
I do want to throw this out there though. Regardless of your gender, whether you're the man or the woman, the one thing that I will die on is
patriarchy.
this
No, sorry.
the patriarchy shit. Yes. Fuck the
Fuck the
patriarchy.
patriarchy.
There you go.
But the one thing that I will die on is this. If you choose a place to eat or to I guess this is mostly dining, right? Splitting the bill is
Yeah,
mostly
yeah,
dining.
sure.
yeah.
If you choose the restaurant and it deviates from like the typical range of like what the both of you normally do,
Uh-huh,
Yeah.
you
Uh-huh.
pick somewhere super expensive.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
Don't expect for them to split the bill.
Yeah.
You pay.
yeah,
You pay.
Yeah.
You're the one
Yeah.
who wanted to go there.
yeah.
Yeah.
I will admit by saying I learned that at a later age.
You learned that the hard way?
I learned it the hard way. But that was
Oh.
more because like, oh, I didn't know that was a thing that I needed to worry about. But
Yeah, because
No, yeah.
you wanted it.
yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm also. I
and
mean,
I was
I'm
wrong.
also.
I gotta admit, like,
yeah.
I was really wrong. Yeah.
It's okay.
I think the arrangement with me, like with like my ex, is generally just also like, one, we be like, obviously we have the discussion of like, oh yeah, okay, let's pick a range of like how much we want to spend.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But I think also it's like if someone has a preference of like wanting to go somewhere, they're also just generally being like, yeah, I think we're gonna like, you're gonna, the onus would be more on you to like pay for stuff if
Yeah.
it comes to that, right? If
Yeah.
like, yeah.
I have a question. Since the both of you are married, how did you pay for the wedding? Did you guys split?
Ooh, this is
That's a
fun.
good question.
Because let me just preface this, like what I said just now about. Listen, if I'm me with my man, I want to go to fucking Wolfgang Steakhouse. I will pay. Okay, he don't want what? Maybe
Yeah.
he don't want to go there, right? It
Yeah.
wasn't his idea. It was my
Yeah.
volition, right?
Yeah.
I'll
Yeah.
pay for it.
You'll pay, yeah.
Same thing. Same goes with weddings for me. Listen, if he doesn't want a wedding, I want a wedding. I'll pay for it.
Mm.
Yep.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
You wanna start?
will say this, yeah, Charles. So I will say this, like, Zara and I wanted to have our own wedding our own way outside of the traditional norms of what an Indonesian, or specifically, what a sort of traditional Indonesian wedding would be. That didn't end up happening
Oh.
because
Great setup, there, buddy.
our parents
Yeah.
insisted, and this came from both sides. By the way,
Yeah.
our parents insisted on footing the bill. So I was like,
Splitting the bill?
yeah, footing, yeah.
Okay.
They put the bill. Oh, they
No,
the parents split the bill between
the parents.
the two pairs.
Yeah,
Okay.
and
Oh,
between the
okay.
two sides of the parents, and I was like, fine, you know what?
Uh-huh.
Both of us were just like, okay, yeah.
Okay.
I
This was more for them
That's
than it
also the
was for you,
problem.
type of thing.
Sorry, but that's also the problem with. I know a lot. we're at the age now where a lot of our friends have gotten married.
Yeah.
Are
Don't
getting
get me wrong.
married.
By the way, don't get me wrong. I'm really grateful for everything. It was an amazing wedding. You guys were there.
Yeah.
We didn't know each other before that. so I didn't
Yeah.
You weren't famous yet.
I wasn't famous yet. No. But I'm super grateful for it.
Yes.
But that wasn't like the original idea.
Right.
Yeah,
I mean, grateful, good on you, and like, of course, be grateful that you have parents that are able to financially support your
For
wedding.
sure, for
That's
sure.
no easy
Massive
feat.
privilege.
At the same time, like that's the double-edged sword to that is then because it's their money, you got to do things their way.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Can I interject with that?
Sure.
Yes.
Because similarly to you, I wanted to, me and my wife, Winona, we both wanted to have an intimate wedding.
Yeah.
Where it's just our friends, like less than 100 people, and do it exactly our way.
Yeah.
And we got that, and we circumvented the whole parental expectations thing because of one simple trick. We had 2 weddings.
Oh, you had the traditional wedding, you had the modern wedding.
Yeah.
So
I love
I
that.
knew that my parents, my grandparents would want to have a traditional wedding where they're gonna invite a whole bunch of people, and they're going to have, Balinese weddings are very complicated,
Yeah, I know.
and they have a lot of ceremonies involved with it.
Yeah.
It's very taxing on the day. So to ease things out, we're like, okay, we'll have the traditional wedding, which will be, paid for by my parents. Bless them, my mom and my grandparents. And then we will do whatever you want. We'll go through it exactly the way you want it. So that when we have our wedding, that we will pay from our own pocket, we can do it exactly the way we want to do it.
Yeah.
And it's a position that not a lot of people are
to
fortunate enough to have.
Yeah.
But if you are able to find that compromise, that's the best possible solution.
Yeah, literally best of both worlds.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you get 2.
Oh, I'm glad.
Yeah, and so we got to your question.
Yes.
We split it.
Okay.
Like, because thankfully at the time, like we both were earning money.
Yes.
And we kind of like, we had like a pool.
Saved up.
We don't know exactly what the split was, but it was roughly almost 50-50.
50-50, yeah.
Yeah.
So that was the pool
Yang gak usah
that we were
perhitungan
gonna
banget juga lah
use.
ya.
Yeah, it's fine. Yeah.
That we were gonna use, and then that's what we used for the wedding. And it was a very modest, small wedding at a villa in Bali. It was like 70, 80 people.
Yeah.
And I thought it was great. As guests, what did you guys think?
I think
I loved it.
no offense to you, my friend, but his wedding is the best wedding I've ever went to.
Yeah. I mean, you were not the pastor, but you were the
I was the officiant at his wedding, and his
I
wedding was
love
beautiful.
that.
Efficient. Yeah.
Yeah.
And he made the most beautiful
He did.
efficient
Oh,
speech. To
man.
be honest, like,
He did.
I love
like
that.
the beautiful speech. And that's the best thing about making your own intimate wedding
Yeah.
is that you can pick and choose what parts of a traditional
Yeah.
wedding you
Yeah.
want to keep,
Yeah.
There were a lot of stupid shit that wedding planners put in, like,
Yeah.
now we gotta put games in, and now
Nope.
we gotta
No.
do
Nope.
one of the things that we strayed away from was actually the first look,
Yeah.
which is like, and the whole idea is that we will see each other at our full wedding outfits when she walks down the aisle, basically.
Yeah.
And that's like, we love that. Me and my wife, we both really love that idea.
Yeah.
Because then the emotions will really swell up.
Yeah.
But some wedding planners put in like, there's going to be a first look photo shoot where we see each other like prior to that, and we take photos.
What's the point of
There's
that?
lots of photo sessions.
Trust me, I
There's lots of
know.
photo sessions.
Oh, I know.
And like at some point during wedding planning, we figured out we don't need this. Get rid of all the photo sessions.
Yeah.
Get rid of all the first look bullshit.
Yeah.
And like that's the best thing about making the wedding. Like we can pick
Yeah.
and choose whatever we want to it and make it exactly the way we want to do it. And
Yeah.
I think I remember you, talking to your wife about this, and she said the thing that she loved the most about her wedding was that some weddings can be like so big where you being like, I don't know who you are. I think, yeah.
Especially us being Asians, come on.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
Indonesians
yeah,
apalagi.
Like,
oh
dude,
my god.
massive.
800 people weddings are crazy.
The entire fucking kampung shows up, bro. You don't even know ini neng siapa ini.
Exactly. Like, I've never met you ever in my life.
I had more than 1,000 people
1,000
come to my
is
wedding.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
And like the entire time, I was just like,
sitting on that
Natassi,
chair.
Thank you. No. I was standing up. You remember? I was saying hi to everybody, saying
Oh,
thank
yeah,
you.
yeah,
Standing
yeah.
up is
Thank
wild,
you, thank you,
dude.
thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And then the one moment somebody that I knew came up, they'd be like, "Oh, dude, you were such a relief." You know that, right?
Yeah.
Because otherwise,
yeah.
it's like I go fucking crazy just
Yeah,
talking,
yeah,
saying
yeah.
thank you to
There's
all these people I
zero
don't know.
time to see or talk.
Yeah.
to
Anyone,
anyone.
yep,
exactly.
Yep,
Yeah,
yep,
it
yep,
becomes
yep.
more. It becomes more of a
Yeah.
wedding to celebrate.
Yeah.
For for people to just.
It's
Yeah.
a lot
Not
of
e-
Asian weddings. Unfortunately, it's not your wedding. It's
Yeah, it's the
it's
Yeah.
your not even your parents' wedding, but it's a status. It's a display
Yeah,
of
It's a
status
display of status and
Yeah.
wealth.
from
yeah.
your parents.
Yeah.
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 Have you ever thought about your wedding?
Here's the thing. I don't even know if like a traditional marriage is in the books for me. So I'm
Yeah, same
already
here.
Yeah, see, I'm already on
That's
the fence
fair. And I'm
about that.
straight.
It is, yeah.
Exactly.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
and
okay.
like
It's not for everyone.
I've heard so many tales of some people be like, yeah, we did like a quote unquote elopement where like we went to a government office, we got outside, and then after that it was a dinner with 12 people, and I'm being like, damn, that sounds kind of fun.
That sounds
Yeah.
great.
That sounds
Yeah.
fun.
Different
That sounds
strokes for
super
different
fun.
folks,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
think
yeah.
I don't know what the final form of like if I ever get married, what the wedding will look like, but I do. I think I do want to be like at least like because when a wedding is boiled down to it, right? And we do away with all the like the status symbols and like the family stuff. I think a wedding is being simply like it's a very special celebration of how much
Two people love one another.
yeah, how much two people love one another, or at
Yeah.
least how much I love this person, how much the person loves me, right?
Yeah.
So I think I really want to like the reason why I'm still confused about what form my wedding's gonna look like is because I'm still trying to boil down to like what is the best way that I could celebrate both the person that I love and then also like the person that I am in that moment. So I still am like I don't know. I guess like I'm pretty sure it's going to be like quite small and like intimate. But I also owing to like how weird I am, I also wanted to be like a little weird, I guess.
Uh-huh.
So like
Yeah.
I don't know,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
I feel like
That's
I've
the rebel in
weird.
us.
yeah,
Weird.
like I don't know, like look, I've had conversations with my friend where they're like, I want to have my prewed at like a like a tenda pecel lele. And you're like, that's so cool. No, but
fun.
that's so
Yeah. I've heard people who
true
are
to
doing
their
that.
like
It's really
personalities,
yeah.
of them and their partner. And so I'm being like, that's so
That's amazing.
You
Yeah,
and I
yeah.
want them,
Yeah.
and I want that for them so bad. And like,
it's fantastic.
You know, exactly.
You need to be on the same wavelength with your
Yeah.
partner.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah,
For like stuff like this, for the weddings.
Yeah.
Because like if you have like two completely different, like, oh, I want a big one, I want small weddings. Nah, it's
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
fuck, dude.
How to see? Number one, especially as women, I didn't realize up until like a few years ago when I was like in my mid-20s that apparently it like the norm for a lot of women is you grew up dreaming about your wedding. Like you've been dreaming about your wedding since you was in fucking pigtails playing dolls.
Right. Yeah.
Like
Was that
No.
not the case for you,
I've
right?
never thought. I guess it's also because my mom's actually not married.
okay.
My mom's not married, and so I don't know my dad. I've never met my dad. So single mom.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Single mom, only child. My mom's never been married, and
Okay.
my entire life, my mom's never brought anybody home. My mom's never dated.
Right, okay.
wow,
Yeah, yeah.
All right.
So very single mother, like a true single mother.
Mhm, mhm.
And maybe it's because of that. I've never thought about a wedding. My mom's never talked about a wedding, which is so I don't take for granted. Oh my goodness, I don't take for granted. My mother, of course, as parents, they have requirements, they have expectations of who your partner is, blah blah blah. Especially being a woman, like there's shit that I got to deal with on that, right? But I don't take for granted the things like, for example, at least here's the thing with my mom. At least it's just money.
Yeah.
It's not religion. It's not ethnicity.
Very pragmatic.
Yeah, very
Yeah.
well, ethnicity. Does she have her preferences and whatever? And like, can she be a little bit racist? Of course, right?
Can she be a little bit?
Yeah.
No, it's the older generation. I'm sorry, there's no way around
Parents
it.
can have
No,
a
yeah.
little racism
A
as a
little
treat.
racism,
Yeah.
right? And it's like you don't justify that, but you understand where that comes from because of where they come from,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's that, of course. But all things, but my point is, at least I only got to deal with the whole money thing. I don't got to deal with the religion, especially. I'm Buddhist, Confucianist, so like very flexible, whichever way, as long as they're not extremist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then race, ethnicity, whatever, as long as it's compatible, yeah, whatever. She also
Okay.
knows I grew up internationally, so she can't expect that I
Yeah.
go for a Buddhist Chinese Indonesian man from Tanjung
Right.
Priok,
Yeah. That doesn't make
Oh,
any
no,
sense. Yeah.
not Tanjung Priok catching strays, girl.
fucking glondok, in the
one-
Buddhist man.
The one very specific guy in that description watching us right now, like,
Yeah, but like,
Why'd she say fuck me for?
I mean, ain't nothing wrong with you. But listen, like chances are you probably don't even swim my way.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Just
But-
please, you know, like
Yeah.
please don't wear Adidas sandals to public places.
I was just imagining the fucking like the shorts,
sweatpants?
no bukan,
Apa?
yang celana pendek sampai lutut terus pakai Adidas
yeah,
flip
yeah.
flop yang
Yeah, the
sendal,
Balenciaga
the
t-shirt.
Balenciaga t-shirt. Astagfirullahalazim.
The
Okay.
Balenciaga, bro.
Boy, download Pinterest. It will save your life. I swear to God. Please.
What if he downloads pictures and he gets the same inspos?
Red flag,
Yeah,
red flag,
the exact
red
same.
flag, red flag, run.
Where are my flags?
No, but I here's your
You
red
can
flag.
answer, it's fine.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But I don't take it for granted that I think because of like the unorthodox way that I grew up, it's given way for me to also to live an unorthodox life that not just an unorthodox life, but live in accordance to the way that I naturally am as a
Yeah.
person, and despite the fact that it comes across as being unorthodox,
Mhm.
like in a
Right.
society that really cares about orthodoxy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I've never thought about a wedding. I literally up until like maybe 25, that's when I started like, oh yeah. Do I want a wedding?
Damn. Yeah.
And I've
Wow.
and I've come to the conclusion, to be honest, I kind of don't.
No, and that's fine.
That's
Yeah,
fair.
And
that's
only
great.
because I'm so fucking lazy. And I don't want to waste money.
Dude, it's
Yeah.
so much
I
planning.
It's so much. It's so
Yeah.
much
So
planning.
much planning.
It's so much
Yeah.
money. No, the planning I'm fine. I like planning. I'm very organized and I like schedules. I don't like spending money on shit that really, at the end of the day, doesn't even make a difference.
Yeah.
Dude, honestly, like me and my wife, we spent a year to spend to like, and like the first thing we were thinking about like wedding planner, no wedding planner. We got
Yeah.
a wedding planner eventually, and then they sent out the first like invoice, and we were like, we got the invoice,
Yeah.
and she dead looked at me and was like, should we just elope? Like, should we just like, this is a bunch of bullshit that we don't need.
bullshit!
Pyrotechnics, that's some crazy ass shit.
Pyrotechnics? The fuck?
insane.
And we were like, what
Yeah.
the fuck are they trying to charge us with? Like crazy ass. Money is always a big trigger. So it's like,
Yeah,
oh
yeah.
my God.
Yeah.
But wedding planning, wedding spending.
Yeah.
No,
You'd be
yeah.
surprised at how much he's spending.
It's
these
insane.
days.
Oh no,
That's
I know
crazy.
damn
Yeah.
well how much.
Yeah.
Like my friends, like behind closed doors, they tell me. I'll be like, how much you spend on this, and you know, they
It's a-
tell me. I'm like,
it's-
damn,
It's a,
bitch.
it's a lot of money.
Yeah.
That's a lot of
Yeah.
that's a lot of money
It's a lot of
for the
money.
next day. You and your husband, no difference.
Yeah.
No, yeah, exactly.
No difference.
Yeah.
But can I say this? The caveat would be, okay, I wouldn't say that I explicitly don't want a wedding, right? Because that means like I really don't want a wedding.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
okay if I have a wedding. I'm okay if I don't. I lean more personally towards I'm lazy. I don't see really the point in this.
Mm.
But
Yeah.
if my partner wants a wedding, we can do a wedding.
Right. Okay.
I'm okay.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
flexible.
like
I'm flexible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm flexible on that front. The caveat would be, now if you want a big old fancy wedding that's gonna take up a lot of money, but you the one who wants this, now you go pay for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You gonna pay for
it.
That's only fair, I suppose.
what I
Yeah.
want to do on my wedding day in that scenario, listen, I want to wake up, and I don't want to wake up at 4 a.m. to do my hair and makeup because these bitches be doing that, and it's fucking miserable.
Yeah.
Okay? I don't want to wake up at 4 a.m., 5 a.m. getting hair and makeup. I want to wake up at 10. I
Yeah.
want to wake up at 10. Somebody do my makeup, my hair. I get into a dress. I look pretty. I feel cute. I walk down the aisle, and somebody waves their wand, and boom, we're married.
Yeah.
That's what I want. And
Very
then,
simple.
And then I go home, and
Yeah.
I go to bed at my regular bedtime.
Yeah. Yeah. That sounds
what I-
nice.
That's what I want.
Fairness, yeah.
A perfect late 20s to mid 30s wedding.
It really
Yeah.
is. Yeah. My
Yeah.
goodness.
The
Late-
sorry, but I want to add the caveat would be because I envision a lot of scenarios. If let's say, so I know my mom, she doesn't give a shit about my wedding, right? Let's say his parents, let's say he also doesn't want a wedding. Let's say he's like, nah, fuck a wedding. I don't really give a shit. But my parents are making me. We'll split the bill.
Right. Yeah.
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 I'll split
Fair
the bill.
dues. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, that's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Yeah. yeah.
I'm a fair person.
And all these things can be discussed, when you're in a relationship and you guys actually have discussions
Yeah,
where
yeah,
you
yeah,
communicate with one another,
Yeah.
ask each other what you want, what you don't want.
And you're prioritizing like your partner's
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
happiness as opposed to like
A
I don't know.
surprising concept. Women don't all think the same.
Yeah. Wow. Who knew?
Yeah.
Yeah. So stop complaining about that.
Right.
So,
But
yeah.
also, not all men think the same.
There you go.
I think the stereotype is, oh, men want the the chill wedding, but women are the ones that want the big extravagant ones that are really fucking expensive, and then that perpetuates the stereotype that like women, they cost so much money. Women are fucking crazy.
Yeah.
I met a lot of men. They want a wedding with a fucking tiger.
A wedding with a tiger?
They want
A
a wedding
literal
Like an
tiger?
animal tiger?
No, a tiger.
Like an animal tiger?
Like an animal tiger. They want a wedding and there's a tiger.
I'm sorry, how Chinese is this wedding?
Very like China Konglo si emang.
Yeah, there you go. No,
Yeah. But
that's
see,
amazing.
like I was like an acquaintance of mine, Chindo man. He wants to have 2 weddings abroad.
Oh, damn.
He wants one in
Two of
this
them?
one country, another one in another country, and then the one here in Jakarta. He wants a fucking tiger. He wants like fireworks and shit like that. I'm like,
Yo.
yeah.
Yeah. No, I've heard from people, again, you go to Upeha, you hear these things, where like, I think a friend of a friend, or like maybe like a friend of my ex at the time, where it's like, her family is massive, and they all want their own little thing. Jadi kayak ada keluarga di Jakarta, ada keluarga di Ponti, but they also want their own like personal Balinese wedding. So, solution, they had 3 weddings. One in Ponti, one in Jakarta, and one in Bali.
Oh my
if you got the money
goodness.
for it.
I would say,
For it,
why
And I'm
not?
like,
shit.
Why not?
damn.
Honestly, I
And I'd
can-
be like, yeah.
But you know what? My predicament is now that I'm like,
Making money?
no, not making money. I was gonna say I'm popular. I'm popular online.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
I'm popular. Well,
You're the Indah G. The
Yeah.
Indah G.
No,
There are no other.
no,
There
I
is
it's
can't
no
like
believe we're
now-
sitting with the Indah G right
I
now.
know, me too.
Diva, shut up. No, I was gonna say in my head sometimes like to put it succinctly, there are people I do not want at my wedding,
Yes.
but
Yep.
God, like we're not enemies enough where I can be like, nah, fuck you, like you're not gonna go to my wedding, and whatever.
Yeah.
But we're not friends enough either where it's like I want you there. So you stand in that. I think most people are like that, right? You stand in the
Yeah.
in between where it's like I just out of the risk in order to avoid the
Yeah,
risk
yeah.
of there potentially being bridges burned. I'm gonna invite you to my wedding.
I have
There's
a
a solution to that,
I have a
actually.
solution to
Yeah, what's your solution?
My solution is to have a destination wedding.
Oh,
That is most people's
that's
solution
what-
for
most
that,
people's
yeah.
solution,
Away
yeah.
from the
Yeah.
people you don't want.
Right.
Like
Yeah.
if that person is, if the people are mostly in Jakarta,
Right.
get it out of Jakarta. That's what I did.
Just a
Right.
higher barrier of entry,
the-
basically.
Not same like you. Like
Yeah.
it's not that I hate them.
Right.
It's just that I'm very much a vibe cultivator.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
there needs to
Vibe
be
curator.
Yeah.
like
You should see his parties, man. It's amazing.
Yeah.
all of the
Honestly.
people in this wedding need to be able to vibe with each other.
Yeah.
If some weirdo like it's going to be bad for them because they'll feel out of place, and it's going to be bad for my friends because they're going to feel like they need to entertain this person.
Yeah.
Right.
So destination wedding,
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
send them an invite, like or maybe even like send it like a bit closer to the date, because
Yep.
then
Right.
it'll like make it a bit harder,
Right.
There you go.
and that's my solution.
Mm.
What's your solution?
I was gonna say my solution was just to have a small wedding and then or just not invite them
Yeah.
and then send an announcement to their WhatsApp or
Yeah.
house or whatever and just be like,
Right.
we've thought of you. Don't worry, we just didn't invite you to the wedding. That kind of
Yeah.
I
deal.
feel like that's
Right.
worse.
That's I mean, I'm not saying it's
I'm on that
good.
boat, though.
I'm just saying it's how it's been done in Indonesia. Like
Yeah.
Traditionally.
I think
thanks.
whoever my
Yeah.
future partner will be will have to. I think we both will need to be comfortable with burning bridges.
Yeah,
and so
well-
I don't mind just burning bridges. But also, I also wanted I guess my excuse for it will be that like, oh, this is a small and intimate event.
Yeah.
Wherever it's going to be held, whether it's destination here, it's just going to be like,
Right.
oh, this is a small intimate event for like family and close friends only.
Yeah.
Maybe sometimes I mean, will be like, do I really want my family there?
yeah.
Or do I want like a family thing and then like for like non-family, yeah,
Yeah.
there's like a little like non-family thing as well. So like yeah,
Yeah.
it's probably just going to be like, sorry, didn't really want you there.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
But also, I mean, I guess extroverted or introverted. Yeah.
Me?
Yeah, respectively. Are y'all?
I'm
I'm very extroverted.
I think I lean towards introverted actually.
Me too.
I also lean towards introvert.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm very extroverted.
There you go.
Which I think
we
most
couldn't
people
tell.
can tell.
Honestly, yeah.
couldn't
wow,
tell.
Really?
You could have fooled us.
So I'm a very social person, And I really like to make friends. And so I also have this problem whereby I want an intimate wedding, but at the same time, I feel intimate to a lot of people.
Right. Yeah.
There you go.
My close friends, people like the number on my close friends.
Does it exceed 100?
Yes.
Oh.
Okay.
Close friends.
That's
Yeah.
past the intimate wedding.
I get it.
Yeah.
Like barrier. Yeah.
Like I want an intimate wedding, and I want the people that I want over there, but there's a lot of people that I want there.
That's
Okay.
fine.
Honestly, though, I feel like because I'm pretty sure because we're pretty sure we did this. My solution.
Yo, you okay?
Don't die.
Something's
It's just
happening to
water.
Satya.
I think my solution for that was something basically like if you do want to have like maybe it's not that big of like a celebration vibe, but sometimes like after the wedding and after you're back on the honeymoon, I think you and your partner sometimes need to go around on like a little press tour,
Right.
where like, oh, I'm gonna have a dinner with this uncle as a couple now. Basically, just do a
That's
bunch
true.
of double dates.
That's another solution. Yeah.
No, because I remember doing. No,
But it's
because I remember
but that's expensive though.
it is. It
And you
can
gotta
be.
pay for
And you
it.
gotta pay
Yeah,
for
no,
it. Yeah.
no, but sometimes it can just be like a get together type vibe. Because I remember we went to whatever that fucking sorbet place is called in like near Jalan Wijaya, where it was just
cow?
you what? It's basically under the hair salon.
Oh,
where
yeah.
Paris sorbet.
Paris sorbet.
Yeah, where it was just you and your wife, and then it was just me. And
Oh, right, yeah.
and I felt like, oh yeah, a little press tour. I got to be on like the.
Oh shit! That was not long after the wedding, wasn't it?
No, that was like what, a month?
That's
after
true.
the wedding?
Yeah, but you were present at both of our weddings.
There you go.
You know, yeah, that was the
But no,
press
but
tour,
I feel
you're right.
like doing that for like people is also that equal,
Yeah.
very intimate experience. To be like, oh yeah.
That's a good
And,
point.
Like you
Yeah.
get to like talk like, oh, so how it's been? How has it been now you're married? And you get to really have like sit down and have a conversation. Be like,
Right.
yeah, it was fun. And now we're like, yeah, whether it's like a big difference or no difference at all.
And I have to say, how nice is it that the last conversation we're having? I am forcing this I'm forcing this conversation to shut down because we're 2.5 hours.
Oh
into the
yeah,
podcast.
yeah, sorry.
But how nice is it that we're ending in the podcast? We're talking about weddings. I love that. We're not talking about the part that comes after, which is death. Right?
You don't.
Yeah.
Are you saying like you get married immediately die, bro? Have your wedding and then die?
Well, we'll save
We're fucking Rob Stark here.
We'll save the conversation for have you considered the grave sites where you'll be buried for our next podcast episode.
Yeah.
I'm really looking forward to that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is a fun question for you and your partner. Which do you prefer? You die first before your partner, or your partner dying first?
We avoid the question entirely.
we like to pretend that we like to pretend
We
that
live
we were going to
forever.
live
Live
forever.
forever.
Yeah, same.
You both die at the same time, the very instant, so there's no implications.
Yep.
But you know that tends to happen with most elder senior
Yeah.
couples that have been
Like
together.
one dies and then the
one
other
dies
follows.
a few days later.
Yeah.
The other one.
I noticed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a thing that keeps happening.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I noticed, like, it's
It
a real
happens
thing.
enough time that being like, what is there? There seems to be a pattern here.
Yeah.
There you go.
We tried so close to have a happy ending, guys, for this podcast episode. But anyway,
We're talking about death, bro.
I appreciate that. Wow.
Technically, we're gonna have a segment where we talk about relationship advice.
That's true.
But this
That's
has gone
true.
on for quite some time.
2.5
It's
hours,
2.5
yeah.
hours. Yeah.
We can-
Wow. We're really good at maintaining. Just to give you, our first episode was like 2 hours.
Yeah.
Second episode was 2 hours.
Yeah.
We tried to do the third episode. We tried to cut it down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
2 hours.
Yeah.
Fourth episode was 1 hour and 30 minutes. That was Daniel. Good for him.
See?
Yeah. And now it's 2.5.
Yeah, see, this
Which
is why.
straight yappers.
Yeah.
We're yappers.
We just
I
yap
know
a lot.
we're
It's
gonna
fun.
have such good conversations and that we're gonna be such good friends.
Uh huh.
I'm so happy.
Yeah. And
Four
we're so
autistic
happy that
yappers.
you are here
We're really, really happy.
and went
honestly.
out of your way to be part of this podcast.
Yeah.
I messaged him and I was like, "Get me on your show."
Get me on your show.
Yay!
We don't want to talk politics. I just want to talk whatever. And be like,
Whatever.
don't worry.
Yeah.
I was
we
like,
got you.
no way. I
We'll
thought
hook
we
you
had
up.
to beg to do this.
Yeah.
to get a guest on.
Yeah.
No,
Thanks
yeah.
for coming.
Yeah,
Really
thanks a
appreciate
lot.
it.
Yeah.
So fun.
And thank you
fun.
for watching.
Do we want to do that segment? We can do one story.
Yeah, let's do it. Go on.
I think we've gone.
No. It's true. I was really curious about your relationship.
You did
advice
all the
thing, so you
research
really
for
want to
this.
know. I'm curious.
Okay.
No, yeah.
Let's do
I
this
think we
one.
can do another
We can do just one. I
10,
had three,
20
but I don't
minutes.
want to push it. So I'll
Alright,
do
yeah.
one. Okay.
Dude,
Okay.
find the best one.
You're okay, right?
Yeah, yes.
All right. So
There we go.
This is so I've sourced stories from Reddit r/relationship advice. So
Best
we
place
can
to find
discuss
tea.
it. All right.
Yeah.
There's lots of crazy stuff on there, but this one was.
Were you looking over this with your wife the other day?
Yeah. We were hollering about this one. Okay. I'm gonna read it. Okay.
All right, let's go.
This is presumably a real story. Okay. Here's how it goes. I, a 24-year-old female, want to break up with my magician boyfriend.
Okay. We're off to a good start. We're off to the races, baby.
Okay.
Okay. I want to break up with my magician boyfriend, 27 male, due to his inappropriate magic trick.
What?
I'm gonna read the story. Okay.
Here we go.
I'm in college right now, pursuing my master's degree in archaeology while also working as a library clerk to earn money. Whereas my boyfriend works as a magician for parties and events. Despite our different career paths, I've never had a problem with his career choice because it makes him happy. He has always found a way to make every day magical, which has been sweet.
Uh-huh.
So we, after some time, we recently moved in together, and it has been awful so far. Before living together, we would see each other a few times a week due to my busy schedule. But now that we live together, we see each other all the time. And he has started to do magic all the time. He will make my keys disappear as I'm trying to go to work or school. He tries to practice his card tricks on me while I'm doing homework. He makes the cleaning rag vanish when I ask him to clean. And he has recently done something that makes me want to end this relationship.
Oh no!
What is it?
Now you're gonna get
Find out.
you gotta get a kick out of
Oh
this.
no, it better
Oh,
be
God.
bad.
Last month, we were getting steamy. And he went down on me, which isn't unusual. While he was going down on me, he was saying some dirty talk here and there.
Okay.
I was lost in the moment for obvious reasons, but I snapped out of it when he said, "Oh, how did that get in there?" And I watched him pull a coin from my crotch. He found. I'm gonna let y'all chill out. He found the coin moment hilarious, but it just took me out of the moment and instantly made me annoyed, so we stopped. Later, I told him that doing the magic in the bedroom made me literally dry up. So I asked him to keep that kind of magic out of the bedroom. He explained to me that he was trying to make me laugh/have fun, and he didn't apologize for it. I talked with some of my friends about it, and they thought it was funny. So I figured that I was overreacting and needed to lighten up a bit. But he didn't do any magic tricks in the bedroom for the next few weeks.
The next few
However,
How long is this fucking
However,
story?
4 days ago, we were having sex, and he suddenly started to yell, "Ow!" So I quickly got off of him and was asking what was wrong. He tells me, "I think there's something in you. Let me check." I laid on the bed like I was at the goddamn gyno because I trusted that if something was wrong, then he would find it. After like 2 minutes, he says, "Oh, here it is." And I watched as he was pulling up a long ribbon thing that kept going and going. It took a second for me to It took a second for me to realize that it was one of the magic tools that he had purposely put in me while he was checking to see what he felt.
Oh my!
He found it
goodness.
hilarious and couldn't stop laughing while he was pulling the string more and more. I ripped the thing out while doing it, and I yelled at him for doing another magic trick like that, even though I told him not to.
Yeah.
He told me that he was just adding more fun to our sex life and that he wanted to see what the magic trick would look like if it was coming out from a crotch.
Okay.
Okay.
I get that he's a magician and that he loves magic, but I'm still upset about him breaking the boundary I had set. I'm fine with his magic tricks 85% of the time, but sex is where I draw the line.
Yeah.
I am
Yeah.
demisexual.
Yeah.
I'm demisexual, so I have to have a strong, trusting, and close relationship with someone before I can even think about having sex with them.
Yep.
So him breaking my boundary has really hurt me, and I've lost my trust in him. However, everyone I've talked to about the situation says that what he did was hilarious. We have built a strong relationship, and I really saw myself marrying him one day. I fully trusted him, and now I don't know if I can ever again. Should we break up, or can we fix this and stay together? I'm lost, so I'd appreciate any advice.
If this was a real relationship, oh my god.
Before y'all comment, I think it's very funny to note that she keeps saying that her friends found it hilarious.
Yeah.
Honestly, if I were her friend, I'd find it hilarious too, because I'm not the one married to this bozo.
Okay, one, I would find it hilarious, but two, I would tell her to like, okay, pump the brakes.
Yeah.
No, because I feel like the bedroom is such like an intimate
Sacred.
space,
Yeah.
right? And honestly, I'm down. y'all, both of you know me. I'm
You're down
to
to clown.
I'm down to
You're down for some magic, alright?
no, like I can get I'm okay with being like freaky, all right? I'm
Yeah.
down to get
Fine,
freaky,
yeah.
right? It's
Yeah.
fun. If your partner is not okay with something that you're doing,
Yeah.
just don't.
Yeah.
Just don't. Like, and if they've already told you, please don't do that. That's
Yeah.
like,
And
you
don't
know.
fucking do it.
And then you do
Yeah.
it again. I
Yeah.
feel like that's okay,
Right.
my guy.
I mean, we're laughing here because obviously it's so absurd,
It's
and
absurd.
it's so funny because and also we feel like we're able to laugh at that because it's a magic trick. It's harmless, right?
Yeah.
But at the core of it is him being explicitly told of what she is okay
Yes.
and not okay with in the bedroom,
Yeah.
and then him completely defying that.
Yeah.
And what is the difference between this versus like for example, a form of BDSM that you're not okay with,
That's
and then
true.
the man like
Yeah,
true.
choosing to do it? We would not be laughing at that, but we're
Yeah.
laughing at this.
Because it's
But
absurd.
they both because
Yeah.
it's absurd. It's so
Yeah.
absurd. But they
Yeah.
come from the same root.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
but in this case, however, like what I would tell her, pump the brakes. You don't need to get out of the car just yet, because at the end of because again, like we have to exercise some level of like discernment here, right? Some judgment here. It's a magic trip, and it doesn't come from a nefarious place. I think he just wants to he wants to insert some more like lightheartedness, more comedy to the
Boy, did he insert it.
Yeah. And he damn well inserted it all right. But like
A whole 20 feet of it.
yeah, so I think that's the only saving grace that would
Yeah.
lead me to
Yeah.
tell her, you don't gotta get out of the car. Like, this ain't a doomed relationship, but you really gotta sit this man down and be like, listen, like, if I tell you I'm not okay with this in the bedroom, I'm really not okay with it.
It's like a first
Yeah.
strike, 2 strike, 3 strike.
Yeah,
kind
yeah,
of-
yeah.
This is not about
Right.
magic. This is about you breaking my trust.
This is about
Yeah.
consent and
Yeah.
Yeah.
the meaning, the understanding, and the importance of consent.
Yeah,
Exactly.
exactly.
Yeah, for
And I
sure.
guess it's like, well, the biggest potential would this be a red flag? I guess it is a red flag, right? Because if
Yeah.
you're okay,
It's a red
flag. It's a
ribbon.
red
it-
flag.
it's a red ribbon.
A red ribbon.
A string of red ribbon coming out of my vagina. Because if you're okay with dismissing my autonomy, my bodily autonomy, and defying my consent under the guise of it being, something of, non-nefarious
Yeah.
reasons,
Yeah.
and
Oh, it's
for,
just a joke.
for
Yeah,
comedy
yeah, yeah.
reasons, then you're gonna be able to
do
apply
that
that
again.
in other arenas.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
So orange flag,
Yeah.
Yeah.
bordering
Leaning
red.
towards the
Yeah.
Yeah, bordering red.
like in all things, the
It's
open
a hot prison orange.
It is a
Hot
hot
prison
prison
orange.
orange. Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
a good one.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck, that's so funny.
I know. It's,
Yeah, I know.
I was
What?
hollering, man.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
which is so scary because like I've known so many like relationship horror stories that begin or end with like, hey babe, it's just a joke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like I think like going back to like what we said previously, like we're like I know a lot of like men who like love to like bully their partners just a little bit and being like, no one's laughing.
Yeah.
And if I refund,
Yeah.
I'd be like, okay.
Mean spirited.
Yeah. I mean like, yeah.
I think.
But yeah, I think like this is so true of like socially, but also of sex, where like men sometimes just don't realize that they're the only one having fun in a situation,
Yeah.
and they need to like
Yeah.
wisen up a little bit, and then like the woman or whoever their partner is like just not having it.
And that's definitely something to do with the way most men and boys are socialized, to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, yeah.
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 True.
really discount the feelings.
Right.
I think closing thoughts
Mm.
for me, in all
Thanks, sorry.
things,
Appreciate it, buddy.
I think a thorough line,
The light is off.
Oh no.
Oh shit.
Oh my, the camera might have cut out.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Wait a second. Where did I cut off?
I have no idea.
Well, we better find out.
All right.
Shit.
It's okay.
Let's just continue with the audio.
Yeah,
Let's
audio,
continue with the audio.
for sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Closing thoughts. Like all things in a relationship, open communication.
Yeah.
Open, honest communication. Be honest with yourself, and then be honest to your partner.
Yeah.
And then that's the basis of any strong relationship, whatever form it may take.
Yeah.
Right.
Is that how we're gonna close it up?
I mean, I agree with that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Fantastic.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's where we will close it.
Great.
We'll end on that incredibly lighthearted note.
Send us off.
Thanks for the ribbon. Sorry, no, thanks for the closing message. Thanks for the story as well. Indah G, thank you so much for coming.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Please come hang out with us outside.